Chapter 1584. When Qin Feng returned to the China Chamber of Commerce, everyone had been waiting anxiously and were ready to find him. No ads on mobile phonism. The most convenient way. Ah, yes, Qin Feng is back. Lin Bei suddenly exclaimed. When everyone saw Qin Feng walking over with large strides, their hearts that were hanging in their throats relaxed. But when they looked behind Qin Feng, they didn't see Wu Zun and the others, which made everyone very confused. Little brother Qin Feng, are you okay? A woman in red with a hot figure jumped to Qin Feng's side and said anxiously, I just found out that someone was causing trouble in your territory, so I immediately rushed over with my men. When I found out that you left with those people, I was about to bring people to find you. The beauty in red had a fragile appearance, and her relationship with Qin Feng was ambiguous. Although they called each other brother and sister, they often did intimate things that went beyond that. I made Sister Hong worry. Those people don't have to be afraid anymore. They won't appear. When Qin Feng said this, everyone understood the hidden meaning behind his words. Those 5 people were already dead. Everyone exclaimed in their hearts. Even Sister Hong had a look of shock on her face. When she came, she had inquired about the situation. It was said that the 5 people were Saint King realm experts. There were even 2 old men with unfathomable realms, and she couldn't see their specific strength. Sister Hong was only a Saint King level 5 now, and she was even worried that she wouldn't be able to save Qin Feng. But now, Qin Feng had returned and killed those 5 people. Qin Feng didn't wait for everyone to continue asking questions. He signaled with his eyes and led everyone into the house. Although the place where Wu Zun and the others were killed was thousands of miles away from the center of Flower City, Qin Feng had always been cautious. He was afraid that news would leak and lead to Broken Cliff Mountain's pursuit. After entering the house, Qin Feng told everyone about what happened and reminded them not to spread the news. The house was filled with his own people, so they naturally wouldn't spread it. After settling everyone's emotions, Qin Feng brought Sister Hong to the room alone. Sister Hong, is City Lord Yin okay? Qin Feng asked. Ever since Yin Xianhai broke through, he had been in seclusion, and Qin Feng hadn't seen him. Sister Hong smiled and said, I went to see my father the day before yesterday. He has completely stabilized his Buddhist aura. He will be able to come out after a few days of closed-door training. Qin Feng nodded and took out a jade bottle from his star ring. This is for you. Sister Hong took the jade bottle in astonishment. The moment she opened it, she exclaimed, This is a bottle of green jade pills? Qin Feng's expression was indifferent, as if the green jade pill was nothing to him. The green jade pill was a type of class 6 golden pill. Its main effect was to help a 5th-level Holy King break through to the 6th-level Holy King, greatly increasing the success rate of breaking through. The green jade pill was considered a high-grade elixir, and every golden core cultivator desired one. Moreover, Sister Hong was currently stuck at the 5th stage of the Saint King realm, unable to break through, so she urgently needed this kind of pill. After confirming that it was a bottle of emerald jade pills, she stared at Qin Feng with an excited expression. Stinking brat, you suddenly gave me a bottle of emerald jade pills. Don't tell me you're trying to hit on me? Sister Hong was tall, sexy, and charming. A casual glance from her could charm tens of thousands of cultivators to death. Even Qin Feng, who was an expert in the field of love, could not resist her temptation. Qin Feng reached out and pulled Yin Bao Ming into his embrace. He touched her fair and tender long legs under her skirt and said with a smile, Sister Hong, since you've already said it out loud, just do as I say. Yin Bao Ming's pretty face was so red that it was about to drip water. She pushed Qin Feng away and sat back down. You want me for a mere bottle of emerald jade pills? You wish. Qin Feng smiled and said, Then, Sister Hong, name your price. I'll give you anything you want. The 2 of them were joking. Although they were flirting, they did not easily break through the most intimate layer of their relationship. Huh, you set yourself. Sister Hong likes the moon in the sky. As long as you pluck it down, I'll be yours immediately. Sister Hong laughed coquettishly, and her chest trembled. Qin Feng stared at her openly and grumbled, Sigh, It seems like Sister Hong doesn't like me. She has completely dispelled my thoughts. Yin Baoming was amused by Qin Feng's distressed expression. She took the initiative to sit beside him and even leaned on his shoulder. All right, you have at least a few dozen women by your side. You still have a nerve to pretend to be sad in front of me. If I really follow you, I'm afraid I'll have to flip the cards even in my sleep. Qin Feng's face turned red. He was a little embarrassed. The two of them flirted for a while before Qin Feng got down to business. By the way, Sister Hong, I walked around the streets just now and noticed that there were many cultivators in Flower City. Could it be that your auction house is holding another auction? Sister Hong shook her head and said, the auction is only held once a year. If there are too many, it will decrease the attractiveness of the auction. However, in a few days, it will be the treasure hunting season in the Fallen God Sea. Flower City is a place that people have to pass to get to the Fallen God Sea. Every year at this time, a large number of cultivators will gather here. Qin Feng was still not familiar with the Divine Supreme Continent. For example, the situation of the various sects and the division of power in each region. Qin Feng did not know about the treasure hunting in the Fallen God Sea that Yin Baoming mentioned. What kind of place is the Fallen God Sea? Are there many treasures there? Qin Feng asked. Sister Hong looked at him in surprise. She had a feeling that this kid came from another planet. You don't even know about the Fallen God Sea? Qin Feng scratched his head awkwardly and casually found an excuse. I used to focus on cultivation and studying alchemy. I don't know much about the outside world. Sister Hong did not think much of it. She explained patiently. Then, I'll teach you about the Divine Supreme Continent. There are 4 continents in the Divine Supreme Continent. The North Sand Continent, the South Flat Continent, the West Sea Continent, and the East Field Continent. Among the 4 continents, the North Sand Continent has the worst spiritual energy. It is not suitable for cultivation. The East Field Continent has the most spiritual energy. It is recognized by all cultivators as the holy land of cultivation. The 4 continents are connected by the Fallen God Sea. The Fallen God Sea is vast and boundless. No one knows how big it is. Because of the existence of the Fallen God Sea, cultivators from the 4 continents cannot easily go to the other continents. During this season of the Fallen God Sea, the sea beasts and the beasts on the islands will migrate to the depths of the sea. During this period, the islands are the safest. There are all kinds of spiritual herbs and spiritual plants on the islands. There are also many top-grade materials for refining weapons. Therefore, many cultivators will form teams to hunt for treasures. After listening to Sister Hong's explanation, Qin Feng learned a lot about the Divine Supreme Continent. He couldn't miss out on this treasure hunt in the Godfall Sea. Sister Hong seemed to know what he was thinking. She smiled and said, "Don't even think about it. You can't join the treasure hunting in the Fallen God Sea. Even I can't join." Qin Feng felt depressed. It was as if a bucket of cold water had been poured over his head. Why can't I join? Chapter 1585. Sister Hong rolled her eyes. Qin Feng's question was too idiotic. A native of the Divine Supreme Continent would never ask such a question. Sister Hong looked at Qin Feng suspiciously again, wondering if this kid really came from another plane. Qin Feng felt awkward being stared at, so he pinched Sister Hong's thigh. Sister Hong was so embarrassed that she forgot about her suspicions. She continued, "The Godfall Sea is boundless and has formed hundreds of millions of small islands. Each island is rich in cultivation resources. It's a treasure land that cultivators from the 4 continents of the Divine Supreme Continent covet. So every year at this time, cultivators from the 4 continents will go to the Godfall Sea to fight for resources. If a cultivator with a lower cultivation base goes there, they will only die. Moreover, there are not many ships that go to the Godfall Sea. The number of cultivators that can go is limited. Only a small number of cultivators on the Red Flower list in the North Sand Continent or genius disciples recommended by large clans and sects are qualified to go there." Qin Feng became more excited as he listened. Not only did he not back down, but he also yearned for the Godfall Sea, especially when he knew that cultivators from the other 3 continents would also go to the Godfall Sea. He wanted to go and have a look. A few months ago, the Divine Land and the Immortal Island suddenly merged into the Divine Supreme Continent. This disrupted many of Qin Fun's plans. He had found out about his mother's whereabouts from Ling Jiutian and the Serenity Sect's leader, Qin Chun. He was about to go to the Immortal Island to find his mother, but he couldn't find her. But Qin Fun was sure that his mother was on the Divine Supreme Continent. But he had stayed in the North Sand Continent for so long without any news. He thought that his mother was probably in the other 3 continents. Other than that, Qin Fun also tried to use the system's communication function to contact Li Shanshan, but there was no reply. According to Little Pig, Li Shanshan was probably not in the North Sand Continent anymore. If she was in the other 3 continents, the system's communication function would be disrupted due to the huge change in the magnetic field. Whether it was to find his mother or find out about Li Shanshan, Qin Fun had to go to the other 3 continents in the future. Now that the Godfall Sea was treasure hunting, it was a great opportunity. But Qin Fun quickly calmed down. He realized that it was not easy to get a place to go treasure hunting. Even with Sister Hong's identity, she couldn't join because Yin Xianhai was just a lone cultivator and didn't even have the right to recommend cultivators. Sister Hong, what's the red flower list? Qin Feng knew that he didn't have a backer to recommend him, so he could only start with the red flower list. Sister Hong widened her beautiful eyes and looked at Qin Feng in astonishment. He thought to himself, "Kid, you don't even know about the red flower list?" However, Sister Hong seemed to be used to it. Qin Feng didn't even know about the God-perishing sea. The red flower list is only limited to the North Sand region. The rankings are very detailed. There's the cultivator's red flower list, the alchemist's red flower list, the blacksmith's red flower list, the array master's red flower list, and so on. Furthermore, each category has a detailed division. For example, cultivators are divided into the red flower list of the Immortal Qi realm, the red flower list of the Saint King realm, the red flower list of the Buddha Light realm. The same goes for the red flower list of alchemists. Pill Master Red Flower List, Spirit Pill Master Red Flower List, Pill King Red Flower List, and so on. Sister Hong said a lot in one breath. Qin Feng's eyes widened. How many people are on each red flower list? He's only ranked 100 on the red flower list. For example, there are a total of 100 people on the red flower list of the Sage King realm. They are the 100 most powerful Sage King realm cultivators in the entire Northern Sand Continent. 100 people might seem like a lot, but Qin Feng knew that it was extremely difficult to get into the top 100. There were hundreds of millions of cultivators in the Northern Sand region, and there were definitely no less than 10 million Sage King realm cultivators. To get into the top 100 among these 10 million, one would definitely be a top-notch cultivation genius. Qin Feng felt a little depressed. He originally wanted to get into the top 100 through the Sage King Realm Red Flower list and obtain the qualifications to go to the God-perishing sea. However, it seemed that it was impossible now. However, his eyes soon lit up, and he focused on the Alchemist's Red Flower list. Qin Feng had obtained the status of a level 3 Tier 6 Spirit Pill Master, and he could actually refine Tier 2 Imperial Pills. If he participated in the Spirit Pill Master's Red Flower list assessment, he would definitely be on the list. Sister Hong could tell that Qin Feng really wanted to go to the God-perishing sea, but she couldn't help him. Moreover, even if Qin Feng really obtained the qualifications to go, Sister Hong wouldn't recommend him to go. Although there was a wave of beasts migrating in the God-perishing sea during this season, there were still many beasts left on the islands to guard their territories. Every year, many cultivators who went to search for treasures lost their lives on the islands. Apart from the beasts, it was common for cultivators to kill each other for treasures. If they met cultivators from other continents on the islands, they would even start fighting. In Sister Hong's eyes, Qin Feng was only a level 4 Saint King. He would definitely die if he went to the God-perishing sea to search for treasures. Sister Hong, how do I go to the Alchemist's Red Flower list assessment? Qin Feng suddenly asked. Sister Hong's fears had come true. She quickly advised, "Little brother Qin Feng, listen to me. Don't think about searching for treasures in the God-perishing sea. That's a place for high-level cultivators. You have to be at least a level 9 Saint King. You're only a level 4 Saint King. You will die if you go. Qin Feng understood what Sister Hong was thinking, but he wasn't very worried. Although he was only a level 5 Saint King, he had killed level 7 Saint King Wu Zun not long ago. Moreover, Qin Feng had obtained the astral space. If he really couldn't defeat his opponent, he could enter the astral space and hide. Once Qin Feng entered the astral space, even a Void God Realm Hierarch wouldn't be able to find him. Sister Hong, don't worry. I'm already a level 5 Saint King. Qin Feng smiled. Sister Hong was stunned. She remembered seeing Qin Feng half a month ago. At that time, Qin Feng was still a level 4 Saint King. In just half a month, he had broken through to level 5. After a short moment of shock, Sister Hong immediately came to her senses and said seriously, even a level 5 Saint King is not enough. You should know that there are countless Saint King realm experts who go to the God-perishing sea every year. There are also many Buddha light realm experts. There are even a few true spirit realm spiritual venerables. Sister Hong still wanted to persuade him, but she was interrupted by Qin Feng. Sister Hong, let's not talk about this. I have decided to go. If Sister Hong isn't willing to help me, I will ask someone else. Qin Feng looked determined. Yin Baoming glared at him angrily. After a long silence, he suddenly said, I really don't know what you are thinking. The Red Flower List assessment is in Pear Continent. It is tens of thousands of miles away from Flower City. Go back and pack your luggage first. I will go with you later. Qin Feng looked at Sister Hong gratefully, but he didn't say anything. The relationship between the two was already intimate. There was no need to say such empty words. Half an hour later, Qin Feng and Sister Hong gathered at the entrance of the Huaxia Chamber of Commerce. Qin Feng had already told the women, Lu Jia, and the others some things. According to Sister Hong, the round trip to Pear Continent, including the assessment, would take 7 days. 7 days later was the time to set off for the God-perishing sea expedition. Although time was a little tight, they could still make it in time. Bookmark for easier reading. Chapter 1586. Just as Qin Feng was thinking about how to get to Pear Continent, he saw Sister Hong take out a flying instrument from her storage ring. The instrument was originally the size of a palm, but when it landed on the ground, it grew to the size of an ordinary helicopter. Qin Feng immediately put away his flying sword and followed Sister Hong onto the flying ship. Actually, this was not the first time Qin Feng had seen a flying instrument. In the Divine Supreme Continent, this kind of thing similar to China's aircraft was relatively common. It was also a popular treasure in auctions. However, flying instruments were expensive. Moreover, Qin Feng had a flying sword as a means of transportation and a few battleships from Star Technology. He had never thought of getting a flying instrument. However, he soon realized that there was something wrong with his thinking. After activating this flying instrument, its speed was more than 10 times faster than the Starry Sky flying sword. It was also very spacious inside, and even had a private lounge. For long-distance travel, this kind of flying ship was obviously much more practical than a flying sword. Seeing Qin Feng curiously looking at the interior of the flying ship, Sister Hong said with a smile, This flying instrument was given to me by my father. Although there are many flying instruments in the Divine Supreme Continent, they are definitely not common. Usually, only Buddha Light realm experts can get this kind of thing. Don't be envious of me. Qin Feng came back to his senses and curled his lips. If it was just the space inside, Qin Feng's battleships were actually not any worse than this flying instrument. However, the speed of the battleships was definitely not comparable to this flying instrument. This made Qin Feng speechless. The two of them headed north. Unknowingly, they had already flown out of the Flower City area. The sky outside gradually darkened. Sister Hong stretched and walked down from the pilot's seat. This is only a low-grade flying instrument. Its speed is still not fast enough. It is estimated that we will reach Pear Continent in 2 days. You should rest first. You can only use your strength when you are refreshed. The flying instrument could be operated on its own. It felt a bit like a Chinese bomb. However, there was only one room inside the flying instrument. The rest of the space was slightly cramped. It would definitely not be a good night's sleep. Sister Hong, is that room a double bed? Qin Feng suddenly asked. Sister Hong did not understand what he meant. She subconsciously said, "Yes, is there a problem?" Qin Fin suddenly walked forward and hugged her waist into the room. "That's good. We can sleep together." Sister Hong was so frightened that she struggled out of Qin Feng's embrace. In the past, she had always used her flying magic tool. This was the first time she had brought someone up. She had actually neglected the problem of sleeping. Now, under the night sky, there was only her and Qin Feng on the flying ship. This made Sister Hong's entire body feel hot. You sleep in the house. I'll go to the driver's seat." After saying that, Sister Hong walked out. However, she was stopped by Qin Feng. "How can you do that? This is Sister Hong's flying magic tool. I can't let you suffer." Yin Baoming rolled his eyes at Qin Feng, then go outside. Qin Feng said, "That won't do. When I get to Pear Continent, I still have to participate in the Alchemist's Red Flower List assessment. I have to conserve my energy." Sister Hong was infuriated. She pinched Qin Feng's waist harshly. "Then what do you think we should do? Don't even think about touching my body, or I'll cripple you." Although she had a fierce expression on her face, Qin Feng knew that she was faking it. Ever since Qin Feng refined the primary transformation pill and helped Yin Xianhai break through to the first transformation of Buddhist aura, Sister Hong's attitude towards him had changed greatly. Qin Feng even knew that even if he forcefully pushed Sister Hong now, this woman wouldn't say anything afterwards. However, Qin Feng also knew that their relationship hadn't reached that stage. If they really did that, their relationship would definitely become strained afterwards. However, Sister Hong suddenly stopped resisting. She lay in Qin Feng's arms as if she had resigned herself to fate. She had long realized that her strength was inferior to Qin Feng's. Even if she resisted, it would be useless. The two entered the house. However, Qin Feng simply pushed her. Sister Hong was nervous for a while, and then fell asleep in a daze. When she opened her eyes the next day, Sister Hong hurriedly jumped out of bed. She quickly checked her body and let out a long sigh of relief. "Sister Hong, are you very disappointed? You won't scold me for being worse than a beast, right?" Qin Feng also woke up. Sister Hong's face was rosy, and her impression of Qin Feng improved. She knew that Qin Feng could have completely dominated her last night, but this man still had some rationality and conscience. "I won't be disappointed. If you really did it, I would be very disappointed." Sister Hong was a little embarrassed. She ran out of the room. "I'll go see where we are." Not long after she went out, a loud sound was heard. Qin Feng felt the entire spaceship shake violently. He hurriedly rushed out to check the situation. "Sister Hong, are you okay?" Sister Hong was sitting in the pilot seat. She said nervously, "Not good. We've been caught by a ship capture net." Qin Feng didn't know what a ship capture net was, but he had already seen a large black net wrapped around the spaceship. Sister Hong continued, "The ship capture net is specially used to capture flying artifacts. It seems that we have encountered bandits. I hope we are fine." It could be seen that Sister Hong was very worried. In Flower City, she was not afraid of anything. However, outside of Flower City, she was just a low-level, holy, king level 5 cultivator. Qin Feng didn't expect there to be a ship capture net. It seemed that these bandits were professional robbers. If that was really the case, the other party's realm would definitely not be too low. Just as the two of them were thinking of countermeasures, a strong voice sounded. "Your flying artifact has been trapped. Land immediately, or it will be directly blown up." This time, the two of them were sure that they had really encountered bandits. Sister Hong seemed to be at a loss. This was the first time that this strong and charming woman showed her helpless side in front of Qin Feng. "Sister Hong, land first. We will act according to the situation." Qin Feng had already calmed down. Sister Hong had no other choice but to land the spaceship. As soon as they landed, a group of 8 people jumped out. "The people above, hurry up and come out. Otherwise, we will lose our lives." A new voice shouted. Sister Hong looked at Qin Feng anxiously. Qin Feng looked out the window. There were 8 men standing on the empty ground. Behind them was an airship. The size of the airship was twice as big as Sister Hong's. It seemed to be of a higher grade. "Sister Hong, you stay in the airship. I will go down to check the situation." Once you discover that those people are about to board, you will immediately drive the airship away. Sister Hong grabbed Qin Feng and asked worriedly, "What about you?" "Sister Hong, don't worry. I will be fine. I will look for you when I get away." Qin Feng smiled at Sister Hong and comforted her. Sister Hong's heart suddenly surged with warmth. She didn't expect Qin Feng to stand up for her at a moment of life and death. Thinking about how she didn't respond to Qin Feng's teasing last night, she suddenly felt a little regretful. "No, I will go down with you. If we die, we will die together." Sister Hong suddenly felt less afraid. She stood up and was about to leave the cabin. Qin Feng hurriedly stopped her. Now is not the time to be emotional. Actually, Qin Feng dared to go down because he had the astral world as an escape route. Even if the people outside wanted to kill him, Qin Feng could escape if he couldn't win. However, if Sister Hong followed, Qin Feng would be restrained. After some persuasion, Sister Hong could only stay in the cabin. She also realized that if the two of them went out together, it would really be a narrow escape. The cabin door opened. Qin Feng jumped to the ground, and the cabin door immediately closed. Outside, there were already a few people cursing. "Stinky apricot, who told you to close the cabin door? Hurry up and open it. How many people are on your spaceship? Get them all to come down. You don't need to be suspicious. We are bandits in this area. If you want to pass this road, leave the money. Otherwise, we will all die." The 8 people were incomparably arrogant. Each of them held a sharp weapon and stared at Qin Feng fiercely. Qin Feng quickly glanced at them. Among them, the man with the highest realm had stepped into the 8th level Saint King. There were 3 6th level Saint Kings, and the remaining 4 were below the 4th level Saint King. Qin Feng didn't care about the 7 people below the 6th level Saint King. However, the man with the 8th level Saint King was a little troublesome. Not long ago, Qin Feng killed Wu Zun, who was a 7th level Saint King. That battle could be said to be a life and death struggle. The battle before him was obviously more troublesome. However, Qin Feng had no way out. He could escape now, but what about Sister Hong? He was definitely not someone who was afraid of death and left his friends behind. "This is my spaceship. I'm the only one in the cabin," Qin Feng said. The 8 people obviously didn't believe him. Among them, 2 6th level Saint King men jumped out. "Stinky apricot, you're just a 5th level Saint King trash. I advise you not to play any tricks. It's not up to you whether there's anyone in the spaceship or not. Open the cabin immediately, we will go up and check." Qin Feng's face turned cold. He wouldn't let these people board the spaceship no matter what. Let's not talk about whether these people would kill him and rob him. If they saw Sister Hong's beauty and fiery figure, they would definitely be beastly. "Don't you just want to rob me? I can give you my storage ring." Qin Feng changed the topic. The few men with lower realms suddenly became spirited. Their eyes stared at the ring on Qin Feng's hand, unable to move away. "Boss, this guy looks like he's asking for money. There must be a lot of treasures in his storage ring." A Saint King realm cultivator could get a flying magic tool. He was obviously rich. For a moment, the 2 6th level Saint King men also forgot about going into the spaceship. However, although these people were anxious, no one rushed to snatch Qin Feng's storage ring. It wasn't that they were afraid of Qin Feng, but they were afraid of making their boss unhappy. The boss of these people was the 8th level Saint King. The man had a head of white hair and looked old. However, his pair of old eyes shone brighter and clearer than a young man's. The old man strode in front of Qin Feng. The surrounding men immediately made way for him. "Give me your storage ring. I advise you not to play any tricks. Otherwise, you'll die a horrible death." As the old man spoke, a powerful aura suddenly shot out from his body. His strength as an 8th level Saint King was undoubtedly displayed. Even the 3 6th level Saint King men retreated more than 10 steps. Obviously, they couldn't withstand Zida's power. As for the 4 subordinates below the 4th level Saint King, they retreated more than 10 meters away. Remember website, Sandwich Chinese Network. Chapter 1587. Qin Feng resisted the pressure and stood in place. In fact, he was slightly relieved. Although this old man was a Saint King level 8, his aura was not much different from Wu Zun, whom he had killed earlier. If they were to fight one-on-one, the outcome would be hard to predict. However, the tricky problem at hand was that there were still 7 bandits standing on the side, and all 7 of them were Saint Kings. If Qin Fin wanted to kill them instantly, he could at most kill the 4 Saint King level 4 lackeys. However, if he did that, he would be surrounded and killed by the other 4. Brat, I think you don't want to live anymore. Hurry up and hand over your storage ring. The bandit leader was a little impatient and emitted a cold aura again. Qin Fin came back to his senses and pretended to be trembling as he said, "Senior, please don't kill me. I'll hand over my storage ring." Everyone stared at Qin Fin, paying attention to his every move. If Qin Fin dared to play any tricks, the 8 of them would definitely attack immediately. Qin Fin had already taken off the star ring, but he did not directly hand it over to the old man. With a flip of his hand, 4 flying swords appeared in his hand. They were obtained from killing Wu Zun not long ago. These are 4 flying swords. They're the best treasures in my storage ring. As long as you let me live, these 4 flying swords are yours. Qin Fin threw the flying swords to the ground. The 7 lackeys were stunned. Even the eyes of the old man leading the group flashed. However, the old man quickly regained his cold expression. He glared at Qin Fin and shouted in dissatisfaction, "I think you don't understand human language. I asked you to hand over your storage ring, and you want to send me away with just 4 flying swords? Do you think we are beggars?" The old man was furious, and the 7 lackeys immediately came back to their senses. They clearly yearned for the 4 flying swords, but they still pretended to be indifferent. "Little ant, do you know who we are? This area around Cricket Mountain is the territory of the Kill Sea Gang. The one talking to you now is the leader of the Kill Sea Gang, Lord Li Sha. Big Brother Li, why bother talking to that ant? Why don't we just kill him?" The 3 6th level Saint King lackeys could not wait any longer. They saw that Qin Fin was merely a 5th level Saint King and did not take him seriously at all. However, without waiting for Li Sha to make a decision, Qin Fin took out the starry sky, flying sword from his storage ring, and threw it on the ground. "Heroes, don't kill me. There are many treasures in my storage ring. I'll give them all to you." Walala. Suddenly, a rain of spirit stones fell from the sky. With a thought, Qin Fin took out the 2 million high-grade spiritual stones from his star ring. A mountain of spirit stones piled up in front of him, blocking the 8 bandits in front of him. When Li Sha and the others saw the spiritual stones on the ground, they got excited again. These were all upper-grade spiritual stones. "Damn it, this brat is really rich. We can't let him off today." A mere 5th-level Saint King cultivator has a flying ship, 5 flying swords, and a spirit stone mountain. This guy must be a core disciple of a 5-star sect, right? The lackeys below 4th-level Saint King started to worry. If Qin Fin was really a core disciple of a 5-star sect, they could not afford to offend him. The 3 6th-level Saint Kings did not care about this. They had long been dazzled by the spiritual stones on the ground. Who cares which sect or clan he is from? It's his bad luck to run into the Kill Sea Gang today. Furthermore, who would know that it was the Kill Sea Gang who did it after he dies? These bandits said they wanted to kill Qin Fin without any hesitation. However, Qin Fin did not look worried at all. When he saw how attracted the bandits were by the 2 million high-grade spiritual stones, Qin Fin already had a plan. The 8 of them crossed the Spirit Stone Mountain and surrounded Qin Fin. This time, even Li Sha could not wait any longer. He looked like he was about to rush forward and snatch Qin Fin's storage ring. However, before he could make a move, Qin Fin shouted, "You can kill me, but my storage ring has a divine sense seal. If you break the seal by force, the treasures inside will explode into powder. By then, you won't be able to get anything." Li Sha, who was about to make a move, suddenly stopped and glared at Qin Fin with gritted teeth. In the Divine Continent, many cultivator storage rings had a divine sense seal. Only a cultivator whose realm was higher than the storage ring's owner could break the seal by force. However, if it was done improperly, the storage ring would self-destruct and the treasures inside would disappear. "Hurry up and remove the seal on your divine sense, or else you'll die." A six-stage Saint King cultivator shouted coldly. Qin Feng said unhurriedly, "If I remove the divine scent seal now, I will definitely die. I have already taken out 5 flying swords and 2 million high-grade spiritual stones, and you still won't let me go?" The 8 of them were shocked. The number of spiritual stones on the Spirit Stone Mountain was more than they had expected. There were actually 2 million of them. The 8 of them were even more anxious to get Qin Feng's storage ring, but they did not dare to use force. If the storage ring exploded in the end, it would be too late for regrets. "What do you want?" Li Sha suddenly said. Qin Feng was waiting for him to say this. Now, the initiative was in Qin Feng's hands. He pretended to think for a while and said to Li Sha, "Compared to the storage ring, I care more about my life. Actually, I can give you the storage ring, but I have doubts about your words. I believe that if I really hand over the storage ring, you will definitely kill me." Qin Feng's words made the 8 of them speechless, because they were all the truth. He continued, "In order to ensure my personal safety, I will first go to a safe place. Then I will give the storage ring to you." The 8 of them thought quickly. Li Sha said, "Where do you want to go? What if you run away halfway?" "I won't go as far as running away. You can send a few subordinates to follow me, but you can't follow me." Qin Feng expressed his thoughts. The 8 of them were silent for a while. The 7 subordinates were waiting for Li Sha's decision. Li Sha carefully scanned Qin Feng again. After confirming that he was only a 5th-level Saint King, the worry in his heart gradually dissipated. "Zhao Chong, the 3 of you follow him. Be sure to bring back the storage ring." Li Sha gave the 3 6th-level Saint King subordinates a look. The 3 of them revealed fearless smiles. Each of them had a higher cultivation than Qin Feng, and they believed that they could take down Qin Feng with their own strength. Now that the 3 of them were working together, there was no need to be afraid of Qin Feng. After making the arrangements, Li Sha looked at Qin Feng. "Is this okay?" "Okay. I'll leave this airship to you. I'll be leaving first." Qin Feng's voice was still echoing in the open space when his figure disappeared into the distance on the golden whirlwind wheel. The 8 of them were stunned. They were worried that Qin Feng would not let Zhao Chong and the other 2 6th-level Saint Kings follow him. Who would have thought that this guy would agree without hesitation? "What are you waiting for? Hurry up and follow that kid." Li Sha was the first to come to his senses and shouted coldly. "Don't worry, boss. He's just a 5th-level Saint King yet. Do you think he can escape from the 3 of us?" After Zhao Chong promised, he chased after Qin Feng with the other 2. Only Li Sha and the other 3 remained in the open space. They weren't worried that Qin Feng would escape. Just as Zhao Chong had said, a mere 5th-realm Saint King brat couldn't possibly escape the pursuit of 3 6th-realm Saint Kings. Bossly, that airship. One of the remaining 3 subordinates came back to his senses and stared at the flying magic tool not far away with a burning gaze. Li Sha had already strode over. Although Sister Hong's flying magic tool was a low-grade one and was slightly inferior to Li Sha's airship, there was no reason to reject a treasure that was freely obtained. Moreover, flying magic tools were many times more powerful than flying swords. In other words, the 5 flying swords that Qin Feng left behind might not be worth this airship. "Boss, that kid didn't tell us how to open the cabin. This flying magic tool is probably sealed." The 3 subordinates followed along. After Li Sha realized this problem, the aura on his body suddenly skyrocketed. Looking at his posture, it seemed like he was going to forcefully break the activation formation of the airship. Whoosh! However, before Li Sha's attack could land, the airship suddenly rose into the sky and disappeared into the distance like a meteor. Li Sha and the other 3 were stunned on the spot. They raised their heads and looked at the blue sky stupidly like 4 stone statues. "Oh no, boss, the airship escaped. Damn it. We were tricked by that bastard. There was clearly someone on the airship. What do we do, boss? Should we chase?" The 3 lackeys were in an uproar and cursed at Qin Feng. After Li Sha came back to his senses, his eyes were filled with cold, killing intent. He flew towards his own airship and said, "Get on the ship and chase after that flying magic tool." The 4 of them were filled with anger and chased after Sister Hong without thinking. However, they did not realize that Sister Hong was escaping in the opposite direction of Qin Feng. At this moment, Qin Feng had already flown hundreds of miles away on the golden wheel. Seeing that the three people following behind him were about to disappear, he suddenly stopped in the open space. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. After waiting for less than 10 seconds, 3 loud sounds of wind breaking could be heard. Zhao Chong and the other 2 had already landed around Qin Feng and were staring at him fiercely. "Brat, you run pretty fast." "Brother Zhao, that brat is using a gold-grade spiritual weapon, a pair of golden wheels." One of the men's voice was trembling with excitement. Zhao Chong had long noticed the existence of the golden wheels, but he suppressed the excitement in his heart and said coldly, "Can we break the seal in your storage ring now?" The 3 of them were still fantasizing about robbing Qin Feng, but they did not know that Qin Feng had deliberately tricked them here. After waiting for a while and seeing that Li Sha did not follow, Qin Feng was completely relieved. He was only worried about Li Sha, who was a level 8 Holy King. As for the other 7 people, he did not care about them at all. "You want my storage ring? I'm afraid you won't be alive to take it." Qin Feng seemed to have changed into a different person. The 3 of them were stunned and looked at Qin Feng in confusion. After coming back to his senses, Zhao Chong scolded, "Brat, what nonsense are you talking about? Don't think that you're powerful just because Brother Li isn't here. You're just a level 5 Holy King. Any one of us can kill you. If you want to live, hurry up and hand over your storage ring." The 3 of them were a little impatient and exchanged glances. If Qin Feng still did not hand over his storage ring, they would snatch it by force. Bookmark for easier reading. Chapter 1588. Qin Feng sneered in his heart. Mobile phones were the most efficient and had no advertisements. However, his opponents were 3 level 6 Holy King experts after all, so Qin Feng did not let his guard down. "You want the storage ring, right? If you have the ability, come and get it yourself." Qin Feng did not move. Zhao Chong's face turned cold, and he suddenly flew toward Qin Feng. "Brat, I think you are tired of living." Rumble. Just as he was in midair, a large saber suddenly appeared in his hand. The large saber slashed down, rolling up a powerful saber aura that shrouded Qin Feng like a giant dragon. However, Qin Feng did not dodge at all. He flipped the back of his hand, and a golden long saber rose into the air. Qin Feng did not hold back this time. He directly used the invisible saber that he had learned not long ago. Rumble. Loud noises sounded in the air. However, Zhao Chong suddenly froze in midair. He could not see the saber shadow that Qin Feng had unleashed, but he could feel countless dangerous auras shrouding him. "Oh no, this brat's saber skills are too strange. Hurry up and attack." Zhao Chong realized that something was wrong. However, just as he finished shouting, loud noises came from his body. Before he died, his eyes were filled with fear and disbelief. He could not believe that he had been killed by a level 5 Holy King cultivator. "Brother Zhao is dead? Brat, how dare you kill Brother Zhao? Give me your life." The 2 muscular men reacted extremely quickly and attacked Qin Feng from both sides. The 2 of them realized that Qin Feng was not as simple as he looked, so they used their full strength when they attacked. The air was filled with loud noises. The 2 of them were level 6 Holy Kings after all. Their attacks were fierce and strong. After Qin Feng killed Zhao Chong with 1 slash, the aura in his body was a little chaotic, so he could not use the invisible saber a second time. He flew all the way, but when he was halfway there, he suddenly struck out with his palm. Pitter-patter. A large black net fell from the sky, accompanied by the sound of thunder. The 2 bandits stopped on the ground and looked up in fear. Although the 1,000 threads lightning net was still some distance away, the 2 of them seemed to be wrapped by a powerful aura and even forgot to run. Rumble. The lightning net fell instantly, trapping the 2 bandits. The black lightning net was like a fierce beast, instantly blasting the 2 bandits into pieces. The loud noise had yet to subside. The might of this Star Sage 1,000-threaded lightning net left Qin Feng speechless. The 2 6th-level Saint Kings were completely powerless in the face of the lightning net. As soon as Qin Feng killed 3 people, he immediately rushed back the way he came. On the other side, Li Sha was chasing after Sister Hong with his 3 lackeys. Just as they were about to catch up to Sister Hong's flying ship, the flying ship suddenly turned around and flew back. Boss Li, that spaceship actually turned around. Let's see where the people on the spaceship are going now. Since the man who came down before had so many treasures, I believe that the people on this spaceship won't be any worse. The 4 lackeys could not hide their excitement. Even Li Sha was excited. Seeing the flying ship turn around, Li Sha hurriedly controlled his flying ship to turn around as well. This time, the distance between them and Sister Hong's flying ship was less than 500 meters. People on the spaceship, listen up. If you don't land, don't blame me for attacking you. Li Sha's voice spread out. On the flying ship, Sister Hong had an anxious look on her face. The reason why she drove the flying ship around was to buy time for Qin Feng. Sister Hong did not join the Heroes Alliance of the Hedonist Sovereign System and could not use the system's communication function to communicate with Qin Feng. But when Qin Feng left, Sister Hong left him a communication stone. This was a spirit stone that cultivators on the Divine Continent often use for communication. Sister Hong already knew that Qin Feng killed the 3 6th level Saint King bandits and asked her to rush back to where they came from. This was the reason why Yin Bao Ming suddenly turned the flying ship around. But she was very shocked. How did Qin Feng kill the 3 6th level Saint King experts? But she did not think too much about it. The bandits behind her had already shouted. She was very worried that they would really attack her. But Sister Hong did not stop. After calming down, she accelerated the flying ship to its maximum speed. If they landed now, they would only die. Boss Li, that bastard didn't listen to us. Should we just destroy that flying ship? The 4 lackeys' faces were filled with murderous intent. Li Sha's flying spiritual tool was not only a means of transportation, but it also had attack capabilities. But the effect of the attack was not strong. It was only a support function. But Li Sha would not really attack. He was just trying to scare Yin Bao Ming. After all, Yin Bao Ming's flying ship was a low-grade flying spiritual tool. Even if it was sold, it would be worth millions of spirit stones. If it was really destroyed, it would be worthless. Stop talking nonsense. Speed up and stop that flying ship. Li Sha glared at the 4 of them coldly. The 4 lackeys were so scared that they immediately shut their mouths and began to crazily throw spirit stones into the accelerator to speed up. 10 minutes later, Li Sha had completely caught up with Sister Hong. His huge flying ship blocked in front of Sister Hong, forcing her to land the ship. As soon as the flying ship landed, Li Sha jumped down with his 4 lackeys. Sister Hong stayed on the flying ship nervously. She would not come out easily. People on the flying ship, I'll give you 1 last minute. If you don't come down, I will blow up your flying ship. Li Sha's patience was about to run out. His cold voice came into the cabin. Sister Hong was so anxious that she had no idea what to do. She used the communication stone to tell Qin Feng about her current situation. Soon, Qin Feng's voice came through the communication stone, telling her that he would arrive soon. She did not know why, but Sister Hong's anxiety suddenly calmed down. Up until now, she still had not figured out how Qin Feng had managed to kill those 3 6th level Saint Kings. However, a glimmer of hope rose in her heart. It was as if as long as Qin Feng arrived, she would be safe. This feeling was very strange. Sister Hong could not explain why. 1 minute passed quickly. Seeing that no one came down from the flying ship, Li Sha's patience was completely exhausted. Even if he could not get the flying ship and the treasures of the person on the flying ship, he wanted to completely destroy everything. Since you don't want to live, I will fulfill your wish. Li Sha suddenly roared, and the aura on his body instantly skyrocketed. Sister Hong started to get nervous again. However, she heard a familiar voice. Li Sha, the person you want to deal with is me. Li Sha did not strike out with his palm. Instead, he suddenly looked at the sky behind him. He saw 2 golden lights flashing over at an extremely fast speed. In just a few breaths' time, Qin Feng had already landed in front of him. When the 5 of them saw Qin Feng, they immediately looked around. However, they could not find Zhao Chong and the other two. This made the five of them puzzled. Didn't this guy escape? Why did he send himself to them? Why did you come back? Where are my three lackeys? Did you give them your storage ring? Li Sha felt that something was wrong. However, he could not figure out what was wrong. Li Sha would not believe that Qin Feng had killed Zhao Chong and the other two and had rushed back to kill him. Bookmark for easier reading. Chapter 1589. Qin Feng was amused. He had killed those three long ago. How could they appear again? However, Qin Feng did not say it out loud. He pretended to be ignorant and said, "Those three haven't come back yet? I gave them the storage rings long ago." The faces of the four lackeys turned cold. They could not help but have suspicions. Big Brother Li, did Brother Zhao and the others escape with the storage rings? Are the three of them crazy? How dare they embezzle the treasures behind Big Brother Li's back? Let's chase after them. We can't let them escape. Li Sha's face also turned cold. However, his eyes were fixed on Qin Feng. Li Sha did not believe that Zhao Chong and the other two would dare to betray him. "Brat, you dare to lie? My three brothers would never leave with the treasures. Where did they go?" Although Li Sha did not believe that Zhao Chong and the other two would escape, he could not figure out where they went. After saying that, he added, "By the way, you've already escaped. Why did you come back?" Qin Feng realized that Li Sha was suspicious. He was not afraid of this guy. However, there were still four Saint King realm lackeys nearby. If they really fought, Qin Feng's chances of winning were not high. He wanted to kill the four lackeys first. He said, "I came back to find my companion. I still have a friend on the spaceship." Li Sha could not find any loopholes in Qin Feng's words. He knew that there was indeed someone on the spaceship. "Your companion can't escape. I only said that I would let you go. I never said that I would let your companion go." Li Sha had a wicked thought again. Qin Feng seemed to have expected him to say that. He took out the emerald spirit ring and said, "I still have a storage ring with me. There are more treasures in this ring than the rings your three friends took. As long as you let my friend go, I can give you the ring." Li Sha and the other four's eyes lit up. They stared at the emerald spirit ring in Qin Feng's hand. When Qin Feng took out the star ring earlier, there were 4 flying swords and 2 million high grade spirit stones. Now, this ring had more treasures than the star ring. Li Sha and the other 4 were tempted just thinking about it. "How can I believe your words?" Li Sha quickly calmed down, his face cold. Qin Feng did not waste any time. He took out the Rainbow Demon Storm Spear from the Emerald Spirit Ring and threw it on the ground. This is a Scarlet Devil Red equipment. Furthermore, it's an offensive spiritual weapon. Bossly, are we going to be rich? This kid is actually so rich. The 4 lackeys were stunned by the Rainbow Demon Storm Spear. Even Li Sha's eyes widened. However, this was just the beginning. A few more big items flew out from the Emerald Spirit Ring, but they were things that Li Sha and the other 4 had never seen before. "Bossly, what's that thing with 4 wheels? This kid actually has so many flying-type magic artifacts. This thing looks so strange. This is the first time I've seen it." On the empty ground, the Black Dragon Tank, and White Phoenix Mech were lined up in a row. In addition, there were a few Flying Tiger Mech and White Eagle Mechs scattered around. Li Sha and the other 4 were completely dumbfounded. These were All-Star Planet's technological products. Where they get to see them normally. What you're talking about is an offensive magic tool that also has the function of transportation. However, I can only run on the ground and can't fly. Qin Feng began to introduce them to his 4 lackeys. "What you're touching is a flying-type magic tool. Although it's not as good as the spaceship you guys intercepted, it's still a good treasure. If you like it, you can take it. Just let my friend go." Qin Feng acted like a tycoon. He took out treasures that he was willing to give to Li Sha and the other 4 for free. The 4 lackeys did not even have flying swords. Suddenly, they were going to have their own flying-type magic tools. One could imagine how they felt. There are so many flying-type magic tools. Let me try to see if I can use them first." One of the lackeys stood beside the Flying Tiger Mech impatiently. He stared at Qin Feng and shouted, "What are you waiting for? Come and teach me how to use them." Qin Feng was in no hurry to go over. He looked at Li Sha. Li Sha was dizzy with excitement. He thought that with him around, he did not believe that Qin Feng would dare to play any tricks. Seeing that Li Sha did not stop him, Qin Feng walked over and suddenly said to the other three lackeys, "You guys come up together. My few flying-type magic tools all have the same operating method. I'll teach you all at once." The three underlings did not even think about it and ran over to the flying tiger mech. Li Sha suddenly felt that something was wrong, but he could not figure out what was wrong. In the end, he did not stop them. If Qin Feng really dared to play any tricks, he would immediately kill his companions on the spaceship. The few of them had already boarded the flying tiger mech. The four lackeys felt that something was wrong. The interior of the flying tiger mech was very different from the flying-type magic tools they had sat on before. It was as if it was not something that should have appeared in the divine mainland. "Brat, is this really a flying-type magic tool? Why doesn't it look like it to me?" The strongest lackey shouted. He was only a third realm holy king. Qin Feng did not answer his question. He seemed to be talking to himself and said, "Do you know why the three of them did not come back?" The four of them were stunned. Qin Feng had a confused look on his face. Qin Feng continued, "Because the three of them were all killed by me." The cabin suddenly quieted down. The atmosphere was a little strange. The third realm holy king lackey was the first to wake up. His face became ferocious. He slapped his palm towards Qin Feng and said, "Brat, I think your brain is cramping." Rumble. A loud sound exploded in the cabin. A golden knife appeared in Qin Feng's hand. With a casual slash, the third realm holy king lackey exploded into pieces of flesh and blood. The other three were shocked. They quickly calmed down and took out their weapons, ready to fight with Qin Feng. But their cultivation levels were too low. Before they could even reach Qin Feng, several balls of knife qi exploded in the cabin. The three of them did not even have time to scream and died on the spot. Bang, bang, bang. The loud sound did not stop. Li Sha's face changed when he heard the noise. "Achow, what's going on inside?" But no one answered. Li Sha had already realized that something was wrong. He immediately rushed over with his mountain axe. Just as he reached the black tiger mech, a black shadow flew out. Rumble. Qin Feng did not hesitate to slash. But Li Sha reacted quickly and dodged the attack with a leap. A deep crack appeared on the ground. Li Sha just landed and looked at Qin Feng. His old eyes were filled with murderous intent. "Brat, how dare you play dirty? Where are my four brothers?" There were originally 8 bandits. Now, only Li Sha was left after Qin Feng killed them. Qin Feng was no longer afraid. He said coldly, "Your 4 subordinates, as well as the 3 subordinates who left with me, are all dead." Li Sha had already guessed this result, but when he heard Qin Feng say it, he still found it hard to accept. Chapter 1590. Although he could not accept it, Li Sha knew that this was the truth. Otherwise, why would Zhao Chong and the other 2 still not return? And the 4 people in the black tiger mech, there was not even a sound. "Brat, how dare you kill my brother? I want you to die a horrible death." Li Sha was enraged, and the huge axe in his hand slashed through the air. This move was so ferocious that it felt like the ground was being shaken by his axe aura. A strong wind quickly enveloped Qin Feng, as though it was going to blow his body apart. Rumble. With no time to think, Qin Feng slashed. The 100-meter-long golden sword aura cut open the whirlwind formed by the axe aura. Qin Feng immediately rushed out and slashed at Li Sha again. Bang, bang, bang. This slash caused a loud noise in the air. But Li Sha could not see where the sword aura was. He raised his eyebrows, and his expression became serious for the first time. "Good boy, so you have been hiding your strength. No wonder you can kill Zhao Chong and the other 2. Unfortunately, you were just an ant in front of me." Li Sha suddenly understood many things. With the power of Qin Feng's invisible blade, it was not difficult to kill Zhao Chong and the other 2. Originally, Li Sha did not think much of a brat like Qin Feng, but now he was very cautious. The invisible blade was still flying, and Li Sha could not dodge at all. His body was cut dozens of times. Although it was just a superficial wound, the bloody appearance was very frightening. Li Sha was furious. As a Holy King level 8 expert, he had never been suppressed by a junior like this. With a roar, a pink spiritual armor appeared on his body. At the same time, the aura on his body surged, forming an aura shield. Li Sha ignored the sword aura that filled the sky and used his body to charge at Qin Feng. Rumble. The mountain axe in his hand slashed down, and the air seemed to be cut by him. Qin Feng hurriedly retreated. Although he was very fast, he still felt waves of hot air coming from behind him, as though they were going to swallow him up. As soon as the invisible blade disappeared, Li Sha's attack became even more intense. He used the mountain axe in his hand to perfection. Every time he swung it lightly, it brought with it a turbulent force that could split the sky and split the earth. Rumble. In a series of explosions, Qin Feng could not dodge in time and was sent flying. Li Sha did not give him a chance to catch his breath and swung his axe again. However, before the giant axe in his hand could completely fall, a beautiful figure in red flew over and stabbed several times with a swing of her hand. Bang, bang, bang. The instant the sword and the mountain axe collided, hundreds of collisions occurred. The sounds of metal clashing rang out incessantly. However, Sister Hong did not continue fighting. She had already flown to Qin Feng's side. "Are you all right?" Sister Hong asked worriedly. Qin Feng tossed a few healing pills into his mouth and stood up. "Big Sister Hong, hurry back to the cabin. Leave this to me." How could Sister Hong be willing to leave? She had wanted to help Qin Feng long ago, but Qin Feng had used the communication stone to tell her not to come out. It was only because she saw Qin Feng lying on the ground injured that Sister Hong didn't care so much. Sister Hong's sword attack could be considered a sneak attack. Furthermore, she had unleashed all of her strength right from the start. It was because of this that she barely managed to block Li Sha's ferocious attack. But Li Sha only took a few steps back before he steadied himself and charged back. A violent aura burst out from his body, as if a ferocious beast was charging over. "You adulterous couple, don't even think about leaving today. How dare you kill my subordinates? I will play with your woman in front of you." Li Sha was burning with anger. The wrinkles on his face were twisted together. Sister Hong's face turned cold as she swung her sword. "Be careful, big Sister Hong." Qin Feng panicked. He did not care about his injured body as he raised his golden saber and followed. Instantly, saber light and sword shadows covered the ground. But Li Sha did not seem to see anything. He endured the ferocious attacks of the two and charged over. Mere level 5 Holy King Ants. "Today, I will let you know how powerful I am." Sword light and saber chi rained down, producing muffled sounds on Li Sha's body. His face turned pale, but he still arrived in front of the two. Rumble. Li Sha's saber landed on the ground just as he roared. The axe chi seemed to have solidified and turned into a hurricane that blew over. Sister Hong had no time to dodge the axe chi. Her body had just touched the edge of the hurricane when she was thrown into the air and spat out a few mouthfuls of blood. Qin Feng's face instantly turned cold. A layer of golden spiritual armor appeared on his body as he charged over while enduring the axe chi hurricane. Mixed element 7 saber 5th style, collapsing thunder. Facing Li Sha, who was a level 8 holy king, Qin Feng did not hold back. Just as his saber landed, he sent out another invisible saber. Suddenly, thunder roared in the sky. Invisible saber chi filled the air in the lightning, and all of them attacked Li Sha. First, 3 lightning bolts landed on Li Sha. Although the effect of the collapsing thunder was slightly weaker, it still forced Li Sha to retreat. And the invisible saber was even more powerful. It kept exploding on his body and was about to break his powder spiritual armor. With 2 saber strikes, Qin Feng's inner chi was severely damaged, and he was sent flying by the axe chi hurricane. Li Sha did not gain any advantage either. The powder spiritual armor on his body was finally broken, which made him feel a pang of pain. "Brat, how dare you break my spiritual armor? I will tear you into pieces." Even for a bandit like Li Sha, a powder spirit armor was a priceless treasure. That shattered spirit armor was his best protective spirit armor at the moment. Now that it had been shattered by Qin Feng, one could imagine how he was feeling. When Qin Feng landed, Li Sha rushed over. His skinny palm shot out, and a paper talisman shot toward Qin Feng. He did not know what it was. Boom! Before Qin Feng could react, The paper talisman suddenly burned in the air and turned into a rain of fire that smashed onto the ground. Yin Baoming's expression changed, and he shouted at Qin Feng, "Run! That's a level 5 fire talisman." Qin Feng was stunned. He did not know how powerful a level 5 fire talisman was. But Yin Baoming's eyes showed a look of despair. He knew how powerful a level 5 fire talisman was. It was a high-level talisman. When the talisman was activated, it could create a sea of fire attack. Even a level 4 Holy King expert could be killed by a level 5 fire talisman if he was not careful. Although Qin Feng was a level 6 Holy King, Yin Baoming was still worried. After all, Qin Feng was injured. Li Sha's fire talisman was activated very suddenly, and it was already above Qin Feng's head. Rumble. The loud sound of the burning fire was undulating. The sky above Qin Feng's head seemed to be ignited. He could already feel the temperature around him rising rapidly. His clothes were drenched in sweat. But just as the fire was about to hit the ground, Qin Feng hurriedly slammed his palm into the sky. With a loud bang, several purple flames shot up into the sky and blocked the fireball talisman in midair. The two flames collided in midair, seemingly burning out a vacuum in the air. But after a while, the strength of the level 5 fire talisman quickly faded. It was even in a state of dying. The sky was occupied by purple flames. It was like a sea of fire was in the middle. Sister Hong and Li Sha were both dumbfounded by this spectacular scene. They exclaimed in unison, "Violet flame? It's the purple flame, ranked 5th among the heavenly flames." Heavenly flames were treasures that every cultivator in the divine continent dreamed of obtaining. Regardless of whether it was alchemists, weapon craftsmen, or ordinary cultivators, obtaining a heavenly flame would greatly increase their strength. But there were only 28 heavenly flames and 58 earth flames in the entire divine continent. There are hundreds of millions of cultivators. The probability of obtaining a heavenly flame was harder than winning the lottery. Good boy, you can even get your hands on the 5th rank purple flame. No wonder you're so powerful, even though you're only a 5th stage Saint King. Ha! I've earned big today. Die. After seeing the purple flame, Li Sha went berserk. Not only did he not fear the existence of the purple flame, he even raised his cloud axe to attack. Boom! With this strike, the axe chi hurricane doubled in size. From this, it seemed that the old man had not used his full strength yet. When the hurricane collided with the sea of fire in midair, it actually carried the purple flames into the hurricane and was finally blown into the distant sky. Boom! As soon as the purple flame disappeared, Li Sha swung his axe again. A violent airflow gathered like a dragon. Wherever the dragon went, not even a blade of grass grew. Qin Feng had already stood up. Without thinking, he slashed with his blade. Collapsing thunder and invisible blade intertwined. Qin Feng even used the equal heaven faction's 1,000-thread cut. The two airflows collided in midair, creating an earth-shattering sound. Although Qin Feng's blade skills were more exquisite, his aura was much weaker than Li Sha's. He did not last long before he was pushed back by the aftershock of the axe chi. As soon as he landed, Sister Hong raised her long sword and rushed at Li Sha. Qin Feng was anxious. He did not care about his injuries and other things. He quickly urged the remaining aura in his body to launch a series of fierce attacks. Rumble. The purple flame burned the sky again, shrouding Sister Hong's sword light as it shot towards Li Sha. Li Sha was also in a state of exhaustion. Seeing the fire approaching him like a dragon, he suddenly threw out something. It was not a talisman, but a bead-like object. Sister Hong, be careful. When Qin Feng saw the bead and realized that it didn't melt under the purple flames, he immediately knew that it was an extraordinary treasure. The two hurriedly retreated, but before they could get too far, a loud sound exploded behind them, accompanied by several lightning bolts. Ha! Do you think you're the only one who can use lightning? My thunder elemental bead is a lightning attribute treasure. Today, I'll blow you up into pieces. Li Sha's maniacal laughter could be heard. However, it was quickly drowned in the surging thunder. Knowing that he had thrown a thunder elemental bead, Sister Hong was so scared that her face turned pale. That thunder elemental bead was more powerful than a grade 5 fire talisman. It could even kill a level 8 Saint King expert. Although Qin Feng did not know what the thunder elemental bead was, he realized how powerful it was from the surging sea of lightning behind him. Qin Feng could even feel death looming over him. It was as if he would be smashed into pieces in the next second. Seeing the lightning getting closer and closer, Sister Hong's speed gradually slowed down. Qin Feng hurriedly retreated and threw Sister Hong to the flying ship. Chapter 1591. Pitter-patter. The lightning sea continued to explode, instantly cracking the ground. Qin Feng was at the center of the lightning sea, and Sister Hong was heartbroken. The power of the lightning elemental bead was unquestionable. It was a supreme artifact of the lightning attribute. Its explosive power could kill a level 8 Saint King. When the lightning elemental bead was activated, even Li Sha retreated a few hundred meters away, not daring to approach the center of the lightning sea. Rumble. The thunder did not stop for a while, and each lightning bolt was as thick as a baby's arm. Dozens of lightning bolts struck at the same time, bringing with them an aura that could destroy everything. Qin Feng's body kept on emitting loud noises, and when the third wave of lightning struck, his golden rock celestial armor had already started to crack. Qin Feng vomited a few mouthfuls of blood, and he tried to escape from the lightning sea, but his body seemed to be bound, and he could not move at all. "Master, you will die if this goes on." Pig Xiu's anxious voice sounded. Qin Feng knew his body's condition the best. He was able to last until now because of the golden rock's celestial armor. However, this gold-grade spiritual armor was about to explode, and when it completely disappeared, Qin Feng knew that he did not have much time left. "Master, quickly guide the lightning into the astral space." Pig Xiu had already thought of a way without Qin Feng asking. However, Qin Feng was a little dazed, as he did not know that lightning could be guided into the astral space. But since Pig Xiu said so, Qin Feng believed that there must be a way. He started to circulate the creation chapter, and the aura on his body suddenly surged, forming a layer of air shield outside the golden rock celestial armor. Following that, Qin Feng entered the astral space with a thought. The surging lightning disappeared, and in front of him was an empty world of tens of thousands of square meters. Qin Feng realized that he was too nervous just now. The astral space was a different space that existed outside of the divine supreme mainland. No matter what kind of threat he encountered, as long as he hid in the astral space, no one could find him. However, Qin Feng still studied the method to guide the lightning. He might be safe now, but Sister Hong was still outside. If Qin Feng did not find a way to eliminate the power of the lightning elemental bead, he would not be able to leave in a short time. "Master, the astral space and the divine supreme mainland are different planes, but Master can use the formation sail to guide the astral space. After the thunder elemental bead explodes, it will produce a lightning effect. Master can set up a lightning guiding formation." Qin Feng understood and immediately took out the spirit stones and array flags to set up the formation. There were several types of lightning guiding arrays, and the lightning guiding arrays set up by different array masters had different effects. Now that Qin Feng had obtained the heaven and earth formation, he could barely squeeze into the 10th rank of the rank 4 formation. He spent 10 minutes and successfully set up a simple level 4 lightning guiding array. Rumble. Just as the formation was set up, the originally calm astral world suddenly thundered. The dark sky was lit up by a few arm-thick bolts of lightning, breaking the silence. "Master, stand further away. The lightning produced by the lightning elemental bead has already been drawn in." Xiuju's voice was anxious. While he was speaking, Qin Feng had already leaped to an empty space hundreds of meters away. As soon as his feet touched the ground, several lightning bolts bombarded the level 4 lightning guiding array. However, the array formation was not damaged at all. After the lightning entered the array formation, it seemed to be bound. It scurried around the array formation, but it could not escape from that area. Crackle. Several more lightning bolts exploded and all entered the lightning guiding array. That lightning guiding array was only a temporary formation that Qin Feng set up, and there were many places that were not perfected. Now that more than 10 lightning bolts entered, the light of the formation gradually dimmed, as if it would be broken by the power of the lightning at any time. Master, we still need to set up a few more lightning guiding arrays. Xiaozhu shouted. Actually, there was no need for it to remind him. Qin Feng was already sitting cross-legged and quickly putting hand seals into the spirit stones. Because of the limited time, the lightning guiding array that Qin Feng set up was only a model, and there were many details that could not be perfected. But this way, his speed of setting up the array greatly increased. In a short 10 minutes, another 2 lightning guiding arrays were completed. Crackle! The thunder in the sky of the astral world was unceasing. However, the lightning bolts that fell later were clearly much weaker. The lightning bolts that were as thick as an arm became as thick as a thumb. These lightning bolts were drawn into the 3 lightning guiding arrays, forming 3 huge lightning storage pools. Qin Feng looked at the surging lightning bolts and suddenly had a thought. If he could absorb the energy in these lightning bolts, his strength would definitely increase greatly. Master, it is not impossible to absorb lightning bolts. Only cultivators with lightning spirit roots can do it. Xiaozhu could read Qin Feng's thoughts. Lightning spirit root? What is that? This was the first time Qin Feng heard of spirit roots. Xiaozhu quickly explained, Master, after a cultivator breaks through to the immortal Qi realm, they will produce spirit roots. However, not every cultivator will produce spirit roots when they break through to the immortal Qi realm. Therefore, cultivators that can produce spirit roots are all cultivation geniuses and are roped in by various large sects and families. There are many types of spirit roots. The main types are metal, wood, water, fire, and earth. There are also lightning spirit roots, ice and lightning spirit roots, and other spirit roots. When a cultivator has spirit roots, they can cultivate specific martial skills and cultivation techniques according to their spirit roots. Not only will their strength increase greatly, their cultivation speed will also increase greatly. Xiaozhu's explanation was very detailed, and Qin Feng suddenly understood. He realized that he was already a Saint King Stage 5, but he still did not know what type of spirit root he had, or perhaps he did not even have a spirit root. Xiaozhu, what kind of spirit root do I have? Qin Feng hurriedly asked. Xiaozhu had a difficult expression on his face. Master, I cannot answer this question. This is the same type of question as the secret of your body. Unless you spend hedonist points to solve it, it is a top secret of the system. Qin Feng felt depressed. His body had become the system's secret. Was it still his body? Although he was very curious, the situation was dire. Sister Hong was still outside, so he had to kill his way out to save her. Qin Feng looked at the 3 lightning, attracting formations again. He knew that the formations could at least hold on for 2 more rounds, so he no longer had any worries. With a slight thought, he returned to the divine continent. Rumble. As soon as he appeared, he heard a loud sound. However, the sound came from far away. It turned out that the effect of the lightning elemental bead had disappeared. Li Sha thought that Qin Feng was dead, so he went to chase after Yan Baoming. Ha! Stinking woman, don't waste your energy. Do you think you can escape from the palm of my hand? I advise you to obediently surrender, and I can take you in. As long as you serve me well in the future, I won't let you suffer. With Qin Feng dead, Li Sha had no more worries. He could see that Sister Hong was also a Saint King Stage 5. However, this Saint King Stage 5 woman was much weaker than Qin Feng. Remember the website, Sandwich Chinese Network. Chapter 1592. How could Bao Yin submit to Li Sha? She also thought that Qin Feng was killed by the Thunder Sea and wanted nothing more than to kill Li Sha. But Bao Yin still had a trace of reason. She knew that she was not Li Sha's opponent. She just wanted to escape back to Flower City and find her father to avenge Qin Feng. It was just that Bao Yin was too anxious to escape and did not even rush onto the airship. She was currently standing on a pink flying sword, which greatly reduced her speed. Li Sha also had a pink flying sword and was about to catch up to Bao Yan. Haha, let me taste your delicacy. I believe that your man's soul in heaven will rest in peace. Li Sha had already stretched out his arms to hug her. 2 drops of tears fell from Sister Hong's eyes, but as she turned around, a cold, murderous aura burst out from her body. Since she could not escape, she would fight Li Sha to the death. Bitch, I want to avenge Qin Feng. Boom. Sister Hong did not hold back with this sword. Her swordsmanship seemed soft and gentle like water, but in an instant, thousands of swift and fierce airships fell. Li Sha was not stupid. He already knew that this woman would resist. When the airship reached him, Li Sha's cloud axe slashed across the air. Suddenly, an axe chi vortex exploded out, blocking the airship. Bang, bang, bang. The 2 auras collided with each other, creating a huge sound. It was as if the airflow in the air was vibrating. When the sword chi disappeared, the axe chi vortex was still turbulent. Sister Hong did not have time to use the second sword, and her body was about to be hit by the airflow vortex. Boom! But at this moment, a muffled sound exploded in front of Sister Hong. She felt someone gently push her, and a moment later, she landed on the ground. In the axe chi vortex, a golden light shot out, directly splitting the huge airflow in half. Li Sha reacted quickly and retreated in time, almost being split in half by the golden blade. Bang, bang, bang. The sound in the air was still undulating. After Sister Hong and Li Sha landed, they were dumbfounded. They looked at the man, suspended in the air. His white clothes fluttered, and he carried a golden long blade on his shoulder. Wasn't this Qin Feng who was killed by the Thunder Sea? Qin Feng? Is it really you? Sister Hong suddenly burst into tears. She didn't even dare to blink. She was deeply afraid that when she opened her eyes again, the scene in front of her would suddenly disappear. Li Sha didn't even dare to blink. He wasn't afraid of Qin Feng disappearing. He wanted nothing more than for Qin Feng to die. Li Sha was carefully sizing up the man in the sky. After a while, his face turned ashen. This person was Qin Feng, without a doubt. I didn't expect the thunder elemental bead to not explode you to death. Your lowly life is really tough. Li Sha came back to his senses. Although he looked calm on the surface, his heart was filled with worry. The lightning elemental bead was a supreme treasure of the lightning attribute, and it could kill a level 8 holy king. Qin Feng was merely a level 5 saint king. How did Xing survive when he was in the center of the sea of lightning? No one could answer this question. At this moment, Sister Hong was also shocked. Qin Feng acted as if he hadn't heard Li Sha's roar. He suddenly turned into a streak of light, and after a few breaths of time, he swung his saber towards Li Sha. Rumble. The earth, which had just calmed down not long ago, rumbled again. Qin Feng's first move was the shadowless saber. Thousands of saber chi rained down, but Li Sha couldn't see anything. He suddenly retreated a few steps and grabbed a ball from his sleeves. It was another thunder elemental bead. Qin Feng had already expected that this person might have more treasures on him. The moment he saw the thunder elemental bead, Qin Feng didn't even think before he slapped it with his palm. Suddenly, thunder boomed in the sky, and a huge black net descended rapidly. Li Sha was stunned. He looked at the Star Sage 1,000 threads lightning net descending from the sky. The surging black lightning was incomparably fierce, and it was actually not much weaker than the thunder elemental bead in his hand. In the moment he was stunned, the lightning net enveloped him. More than 10 black lightning bolts struck at the same time, and Li Sha was instantly blasted into a bloody mess. The thunder continued. Sister Hong was already stunned, and she couldn't accept the reality in front of her. After Qin Feng confirmed that Li Sha was dead, he heaved a long sigh of relief. With a slight thought, the 1,000 threads lightning net disappeared. Qin Feng arrived at the center of the sea of lightning and found Li Sha's storage ring. Li Sha had long been blasted into smithereens, but his storage ring was still intact. Li Sha's storage ring also had a divine sense mark. Although his realm was much higher than Qin Feng's, his divine sense was definitely not as strong as Qin Feng's. Qin Feng wasn't just an alchemist, he was also a spiritual beast master. He had subdued the purple spectral flame, and previously drank the system's elementary spiritual potion. His current divine sense was even comparable to a Buddha light realm expert. In just a few minutes, Qin Feng forcibly erased the divine sense mark left by Li Sha. The storage ring was opened, and there were so many treasures inside that Qin Feng was secretly speechless. Other than the 2 million high-grade spirit stones that Qin Feng took out earlier, Li Sha himself had 5 million high-grade spirit stones. As for low and medium-grade spirit stones, there were more than 10 million. In addition, there were a few spiritual weapons in the storage ring. However, they were all below pink grade, and Qin Feng didn't care about them at all. There were a lot of elixirs, but for an alchemist at the level of a grade 2 elixir king like Qin Feng, they were like a pile of waste. Qin Feng, are you okay? Sister Hong rushed over with an anxious face. Qin Feng had already put his 2 million high-grade spirit stones into the emerald spiritual ring, and also Li Sha's 5 million high-grade spirit stones. Now that Qin Feng had opened the astral world, he was in urgent need of spirit stones to expand the space and spiritual qi. As for the other items, Qin Feng didn't take them. He threw the storage ring to Sister Hong and said, "I'm fine, Sister Hong. I've already killed Li Sha. We're safe now." Sister Hong took the storage ring, but she didn't look at it. Her mind was on Qin Feng. When she knew that Li Sha was really dead, her beautiful eyes were filled with shock. Qin Feng felt that it wasn't good to stay here for long. Who knew if there were other accomplices of the Killing Sea gang nearby? Or maybe there were other gangs of bandits in this area. The two of them had already boarded the spaceship, but it was Li Sha's high-end spaceship. According to Sister Hong, this was a high-grade flying magic weapon, which was much more powerful than her own spaceship. When the spaceship left, Sister Hong gradually calmed down. She looked into Li Sha's storage ring and was instantly stunned. Although all the high-grade spirit stones had been taken away, there were still many spiritual weapons and elixirs. There were also a few profound level cultivation techniques and martial skills. These were all treasures that ordinary cultivators couldn't get. Qin Feng, take this ring. Sister Hong was a greedy woman, but when she was by Qin Feng's side, her state of mind changed a lot. Qin Feng smiled and said, "Sister Hong, keep the ring. Actually, I've already used up all the high-grade spirit stones in the storage ring. I don't need the rest of the things." Hearing Qin Feng say so, Sister Hong didn't refuse. With her current relationship with Qin Feng, there was no need to be so pretentious. After keeping the storage ring, Sister Hong stared at Qin Feng with her eyes shining. "Qin Feng, how did you kill Li Sha? The other 7 bandits were also killed by you? You're only a level 5 Saint King?" Sister Hong couldn't understand it, no matter how hard she thought. She was a level 5 Saint King, but she admitted that she couldn't even defeat the 3 level 6 Saint King bandits, let alone kill Li Sha. Qin Feng didn't hide it from Sister Hong. He smiled and said, "Sister Hong, I have a lot of treasures on me. You seen the purple flame earlier. It's the 5th ranked heaven flame. Also, the black lightning net that killed Li Sha at the end is also an incredible magic treasure." If Qin Feng hadn't mentioned it, Sister Hong would have forgotten about the purple flame. Now that she thought about it, she couldn't help but shout, "Qin Feng, who are you? How can you even get your hands on the 5th ranked heaven flame?" Qin Feng couldn't say much about the purple flame. He found this fire seed in the Divine Continent's Poison Sun City. If he said it, Sister Hong would know that he wasn't a native of the Divine Continent. "Sister Hong, don't ask. You just need to know that I'm very powerful. It's not too late to be my woman. Otherwise, when I become even more powerful in the future, you might have to queue up." Qin Feng joked. For a moment, Sister Hong really forgot about the purple flame. She used her fists to hit Qin Feng's chest. However, the strength of the punches was very gentle. It looked like a massage. The two of them experienced life and death together, and their relationship became even closer. After fooling around for a while, Qin Feng became serious. "All right, Sister Hong, let me ask you something. Do you have spirit roots?" Qin Feng thought about the spirit roots that Xiaozhu mentioned. He had been interested in it before, but to save Yin Bao's life, he temporarily put it aside. Sister Hong shook her head. I don't have spirit roots. In the entire divine continent, there are hundreds of millions of cultivators. However, those who have spirit roots are definitely 1 in 10,000. Especially in the northern sand continent, where the spiritual energy is the least, there are even fewer cultivators with spirit roots. If a spirit root really appeared, it would have been taken away by 5-star sects and large clans. Qin Feng realized that not everyone had spirit roots. Moreover, it only appeared in an extremely small number of people. Once one had spirit roots, their cultivation speed would be extremely fast. Moreover, they could specialize in spirit root-related cultivation methods and martial skills. Their battle strength would be invincible in the same realm. After knowing that Sister Hong didn't have spirit roots, Qin Feng felt a bit of hope. He started to wonder if he also didn't have spirit roots. Sister Hong, how do I test if I have spirit roots? Qin Feng continued to ask. There are specialized spirit testing stones. However, spirit testing stones are very rare. Only large sects and clans can get their hands on them. Qin Feng felt depressed again. This way, he wouldn't even have the chance to test himself. However, at this moment, Xiao Zhu's voice sounded in his mind. Master, the spirit testing stones are available in the system. They aren't expensive. Qin Feng was overjoyed. He said a few words to Sister Hong and entered the lounge of the flying ship. Li Sha's flying ship was very spacious and had 2 lounges. As soon as he entered the room, Qin Feng entered the system. He scanned the inventory and quickly found the spirit testing stone. Just as Xiao Zhu said, the spirit testing stone wasn't expensive. It only cost 10,000 hedonist points. Ding! Host has spent 10,000 hedonist points to purchase the spirit testing stone. Total hedonist points, 534,000 hedonist points. The system notification sounded. Remember website, Sandwich Chinese Network. Chapter 1593. With the spirit testing stone in hand, Qin Feng was eager to test his spirit root. It was a huge rock with several circular grooves around it. According to the introduction of the spirit testing stone, as long as the tester placed his palm in the middle of the spirit testing stone and circulated his qi, the spirit testing stone would work. The grooves represented the various types of spirit roots. If Qin Feng had a metal spirit root, then the groove that represented the metal spirit root would flash with light. On the divine land, there were many kinds of spirit testing stones. Some could only test the most basic metal, wood, water, fire, and earth spiritual roots. However, the spirit testing stone that Qin Feng bought was of the highest grade. It could test all hidden spirit roots. Buzz! Qin Feng placed his palm on the spirit testing stone. The surface of the stone rippled like water as he circulated his qi through his palm. The peculiar energy wave spread to all the grooves and was testing the condition of his spirit root. Qin Feng was a bit nervous. He didn't know what kind of spirit root he had, or perhaps he didn't even have one. After waiting for a while, there was no reaction from the spirit testing stone. Qin Feng became even more nervous. Little Pig, what's going on? Qin Feng couldn't help but ask. Little Pig was also very anxious. Master, according to the normal testing time of the spirit testing stone, the spirit root should have been detected by now. Although its words were vague, Qin Feng still understood. In other words, he did not have a spirit root. Master, don't be discouraged. Actually, many cultivators don't have spiritual roots. Rumor has it that the strongest expert on the divine supreme continent, the Grand Tao ultimate God, is a cultivator without a spiritual root. Little Pig comforted her. Qin Feng was shocked, as he did not expect a great Tao ultimate God to not have a spiritual root. The creation of heaven and earth skill he obtained was created by the great Tao divinity in his lifetime. Although he had only cultivated the creation chapter, Qin Feng knew that this cultivation method was incomparably powerful. This news made Qin Feng heave a sigh of relief. However, at this moment, the spirit testing stone shook as if it was about to shatter. Qin Feng and Little Pig were both shocked. Qin Feng asked, but even Little Pig didn't know what was going on. Buzz! Bursts of energy waves surged out from the grooves of the spirit testing stone, and the originally dark grooves flickered with light. Before Qin Feng took the test, he thought of many possibilities. Perhaps it was a metal spirit root, wood spirit root, or even the rare thunder spirit root or ice spirit root. However, he had never expected that all the grooves on the spirit testing stone would light up. What was going on? Little pig, the system wouldn't have sold me a low-quality product, would it? Qin Feng even suspected that there was a problem with the spirit testing stone. The little pig was a bit unsure as it muttered, "The quality of the items produced by the Hedonist sovereign system is definitely guaranteed, and the spirit testing stone can't be broken. However, this is the first time I've heard of all the spirit roots shining. This must be the secret of Master's body." Qin Feng was a bit depressed. He hadn't even seen Little Pig before. Then what kind of spirit root did he have? Or did he even have spirit roots? The violent reaction from the spirit testing stone was fierce, but it left even faster. After a few breaths, the spirit testing stone calmed down again. Qin Feng circulated his qi again, but the stone did not respond. Qin Feng was a bit speechless as he put away the spirit testing stone. He still suspected that the stone was of inferior quality. In order to prove the quality of the spirit testing stone, he went to find Yin Baoming. When Yin Baoming saw that Qin Feng actually had a spirit testing stone, and it was a spirit testing stone that could test all types of spiritual roots, he looked at Qin Feng as if he was a monster. She felt that there was nothing in Qin Feng's storage ring that couldn't be taken out. "Sister Hong, take a look." Qin Feng went straight to the point. After Sister Hong calmed down, she did not have much of a reaction. When she was very young, Yin Xianhai had taken her to test for spiritual roots, and he said that she did not have spiritual roots. However, Sister Hong still placed her small hand on the spirit testing stone. After a long time, the spirit testing stone did not have any reaction. Qin Feng wondered if Sister Hong could also have all the grooves flash, but after waiting for a long time, there was still no movement. In the end, Qin Feng put away the spirit testing stone. He realized that there was indeed no problem with the spirit testing stone. It was his own body that had a problem. "Qin Feng, did you take the test? Do you have spiritual roots?" Sister Hong did not care about the results of the test. This was within her expectations. Qin Feng scratched his head awkwardly. He did not tell her the truth. It was not that he did not believe Sister Hong, but he could not explain the situation clearly. "I also don't have spiritual roots," Qin Feng said. Sister Hong smiled charmingly at him. "Don't be depressed. Many cultivators do not have spiritual roots. Moreover, I heard that there's a type of pill that can stimulate spiritual roots, allowing cultivators without spiritual roots to obtain spiritual roots. In the future, when the Flower City Auction House collects this type of pill, I will leave one for each of us." Sister Hong said it lightly, but Qin Feng knew that she was comforting him. Elixirs that could produce spiritual roots were definitely of extremely high quality. Or it could be said that Sister Hong had only heard of it, and no one knew whether it really existed or not. Qin Feng returned to the resting room in disappointment. He could not explain the situation of all the grooves flashing, so he defined himself as one of the people without spiritual roots. "Master, there are still 3 lightning pools in the astral world. We need to get rid of them as soon as possible," Little Pig suddenly said. Qin Feng slapped his thigh. He had almost forgotten about the 3 lightning guiding formations. When he entered the astral world, he realized the severity of the problem. The 3 lightning guiding formations could not hold on any longer. The moment he entered, he could break them. The 3 lightning guiding formations stored dozens of fierce lightning bolts. If Qin Feng did not enter the astral world, then the lightning would explode and merge into the air. However, he happened to enter, and he was surrounded by a sea of lightning. It was too late for him to leave. Rumble. Thunder boomed, and a violent aura crashed into Qin Feng's body. There were also a few lightning bolts that struck his back. It was as painful as being whipped by a god. Qin Feng's clothes were tattered, and his hair was standing on top of his head. He spat out a mouthful of blood, and even his consciousness began to blur. "Master, get out." If this goes on, you will die, Little Pig shouted anxiously. Qin Feng also wanted to leave, but entering and exiting the astral world required a strong concentration of spiritual power. Now that he had been struck by multiple lightning bolts, his brain was about to turn into paste. How could he have the strength to concentrate his mind power? Rumble. Another few lightning bolts fell. Qin Feng forced his body to stay upright and began to circulate the creation manual. An airflow shield appeared on his body, but it was instantly shattered by the lightning bolts. The lightning bolts also landed on Qin Feng's body and continuously exploded around him. Loud noises surged, and the airflow created by the explosions became even more violent. Qin Feng felt a sweetness in his throat, and he spat out a few mouthfuls of blood. However, in the next moment, a strange light flashed before his eyes. He suddenly sat up straight and sped up the circulation of the creation manual. Little Pig didn't understand what he was doing and kept urging him to leave the astral world. However, Qin Feng sat cross-legged and even closed his eyes. He looked like he was going to cultivate in this sea of lightning. Qin Feng really was cultivating. When a second wave of lightning struck his body, he discovered that the enormous spiritual power contained in the lightning bolts was actually absorbed by him. Moreover, as the creation manual circulated faster, the speed at which he absorbed the spiritual power from the lightning bolts increased. Qin Feng no longer cared about his life and death. He focused all his attention on circulating the manual. Lightning flashed continuously above his head, and from time to time, a few lightning bolts fell. However, Qin Feng didn't seem to be afraid of these fierce lightning bolts anymore. His aura even increased rapidly, and Little Pig was speechless. Rumble. When the last lightning bolt fell, a loud noise came from Qin Feng's body. This wasn't caused by the lightning, but by him breaking through. Damn, Master, you're too amazing. You can even break through like this. Little Pig was dumbfounded. Even Qin Feng was stunned. When he felt the stronger aura in his body, he confirmed that he really broke through to level 6 Holy King. Other people would run for their lives when encountering lightning bolts, but he absorbed the energy of the lightning and broke through. Little Pig, what's going on? Qin Feng quickly calmed down from his surprise. He felt that things weren't that simple. Little Pig also came back to his senses. He frowned and said, Master, on the path of cultivation, there are many people with extraordinary abilities. There are geniuses who can use lightning tribulations or lightning sources to break through, but only cultivators with lightning spiritual roots can do that. Otherwise, ordinary cultivators wouldn't be able to withstand the ferocity of the lightning. Qin Feng was stunned by Little Pig's words. If that was the case, then wasn't he a genius cultivator with lightning spiritual roots? However, in the next second, Qin Feng was puzzled. Not long ago, he had tested with a spirit testing stone, and it wasn't just a lightning spiritual root. As for this, Little Pig couldn't explain it either. Qin Feng could only put the matter of his spiritual roots aside for now. He never thought that he could break through under the attack of the lightning elemental bead. This allowed him to find a new way to cultivate quickly. Qin Feng glanced at the star ring. There was still a lightning elemental bead inside. Li Sha had 3 lightning elemental beads. One had exploded, and another had been destroyed. Now, there was only one left. Master, you should stabilize your realm first. You can use the lightning elemental bead to break through in the future. Little Pig could read Qin Feng's mind. He didn't need Qin Feng to say anything. Qin Feng indeed planned to use the last lightning elemental bead to break through. On the divine continent, strength was everything. He couldn't wait to become stronger so that he could go to the Eastfield continent and find his mother and Li Shanshan as soon as possible. Little Pig continued, although Master's body can absorb lightning, you've never cultivated a lightning-type cultivation method. If you continue to rely on the lightning source to break through, there might be an accident. Qin Feng understood what Little Pig meant. He had already given up on the idea of breaking through. His body's condition was still unclear, and he didn't know why he could absorb the lightning source. In other words, this time, He could absorb the lightning source and convert it into spiritual energy for cultivation. However, it would be troublesome if the effect disappeared the next time. Not to mention breaking through in the lightning source. He could be considered lucky if he didn't die. After Qin Feng put away the idea of breaking through, he focused his attention on the astral boundary. Previously, he had used 10 million high-grade spirit stones to expand the astral boundary to 10,000 square meters. Moreover, the spiritual energy in the astral boundary was dense. It was even more suitable for cultivation than Flower City. The second time was during the day. Chapter 1594. Not long ago, Qin Feng had killed Li Sha and obtained 5 million upper spiritual stones from his storage ring. In addition to Qin Feng's own 2 million upper spiritual stones, he had a total of 7 million upper spiritual stones. Now that he was cultivating in the astral boundary, these spirit stones were useless to him. Qin Feng kept his 2 million spirit stones for emergencies, and through the 5 million spirit stones he got from Li Sha into the astral world. Walala! 5 million spirit stones was not a small number, and it immediately piled up into a mountain. However, the speed at which the astral space devoured the spirit stones was also extremely fast. At a speed visible to the naked eye, the spirit stone mountain shrank bit by bit. Finally, it all turned into spirit energy and floated in the astral space. Qin Feng looked around. The area of the astral world was obviously much larger. It was already more than 12,000 square meters. However, Qin Feng discovered a problem. Back then, he had used 10 million superior grade spirit stones to expand the astral boundary to 10,000 square meters. Logically speaking, another 5 million should be able to expand it to 15,000 square meters. But now, there was only 12,000 square meters of space. This meant that the expansion of the astral space would become more and more difficult in the future. However, this was also within Qin Feng's expectations. The existence of a heaven-defying alternate world like the Star Realm would naturally consume countless spirit stones. When the 5 million high-grade spirit stones were completely converted, the density of the spiritual energy in the astral world increased by another level. Qin Feng sat on the ground and didn't need to actively absorb it. The spirit qi automatically flowed into his pores. Qin Feng was in a good mood after breaking through and expanding the astral world. He studied the system again and discovered that he had comprehended the Shadowless Blade during his battle with Broken Cliff Mountain's Great Elder Wuzun. As for the Shadowless Saber, it was evaluated as a high-grade martial technique by the system, so it was rewarded with a Thunder Heaven Art martial technique. Qin Feng immediately checked the Thunder Heaven Art. This was a set of supreme martial skills for cultivators with lightning spiritual roots. It was a high-grade Earth-level martial skill, which was the same level as Qin Feng's Demon Lord Grimoire. The appearance of the Thunder Heaven technique made Qin Feng very excited. He was wondering if he had a lightning spirit root. Now that he had the Thunder Heaven spell, if he could successfully cultivate it, he would most likely have a Thunder Spirit root. Just as Qin Feng was about to study the Thunder Heaven scripture, he suddenly felt the formation in the room break. Realizing that Sister Hong was coming in, he immediately returned to the house from the astral space. Ah, you broke through again. As soon as Sister Hong entered the room, she covered her mouth in astonishment. She could sense that Qin Feng's aura had undergone a huge change. It had become stronger and more mysterious. There was no need for Qin Feng to hide anything from her. He scratched his head in embarrassment. Even Qin Feng himself felt that this kind of breakthrough speed was too heaven-defying. I fought Li Sha to the death and comprehended some things, so I tried to break through. I didn't think I would actually break through. Qin Feng casually made up an excuse. Sister Hong's eyes were filled with shock. She still remembered the first time she met Qin Feng at the Flower City auction house 2 months ago. At that time, Qin Feng was still a first-stage Saint King. In just a mere 2 months, he had already broken through to the 6th-stage Saint King realm. Thinking of this, Qin Feng was filled with emotions. He remembered eating the golden sage elixir and breaking through to the first stage of the Holy King realm. After that, he broke through to the third stage of the Holy King realm in the Blessed Heaven Cave ancient martial ruins in the Five Elements Mountain. Afterwards, he ate the Golden Soul Pill and broke through to the fourth level Saint King realm. In the Star Boundary, he broke through to the fifth level Saint King realm. Then, he used the Thunder Source to step into the sixth level Saint King realm. Qin Feng knew that the reason why he had such rapid breakthroughs along the way was not because of his cultivation talent. He had been constantly exploring and fighting to sharpen himself. Moreover, with the help of all kinds of elixirs, he had achieved what he had today. Sister Hong, why are you looking for me all of a sudden? Is there something wrong? Qin Feng changed the topic. It was hard to explain his breakthrough speed. Sister Hong suddenly came to her senses and said, Qin Feng, we have arrived at Pear Island. Qin Feng immediately became spirited. We arrived so soon? Didn't you say it would take 2 days and 2 nights? My spaceship did take that long, but this spaceship is of a higher grade and much faster, so we arrived earlier. The two of them walked on the street of Pear Island. Qin Feng found that Pear Island was much more prosperous than Flower City. It was a public city without a city lord or a large sect or family occupying it. These few days were the treasure hunting season of the fallen god Sea. Countless cultivators came to Pear Island to take the Red Flower List test. Cultivators of the Saint King realm and Buddha Light realm could be seen everywhere on the street. Occasionally, they would run into spiritual venerables with true spiritual energy. Qin Feng, Pear Island isn't like Flower City. This place is full of crooks and honest people and experts. We should be careful. Sister Hong was nervous when she saw several Buddha Light realm cultivators passing by. Flower City was her father's territory, so Sister Hong didn't have to worry about anything. However, Pear Island obviously didn't have any backers who could help them. Qin Feng understood this. He didn't come to make trouble. After finishing the Red Flower List test, he would return to Flower City immediately and go to the fallen god Sea to have a look. The two of them asked for the location of the Red Flower Hall and rushed there immediately. When they arrived at the Red Flower Hall, the entrance was already crowded with people. These people were all cultivators who came to take the Red Flower List test. The cultivators at the front of the line had waited for 1 day and 1 night. Usually, the Red Flower Hall doesn't have so many people who come to take the test. It seems they're all here to fight for the treasure hunting quota in the fallen god Sea. Sister Hong frowned when she saw the long line. Qin Feng didn't expect to have to line up for the test. Looking at the progress of the line, by the time it was his turn, the fallen god Sea treasure hunting team would have already set off. Qin Feng, what should we do? Yin Baoming had no choice but to look at Qin Feng anxiously. Qin Feng thought quickly. His eyes suddenly lit up, and he whispered something in Sister Hong's ear. When Sister Hong heard his idea, her originally disappointed eyes lit up. Okay, I'll go set up the stall now. Sister Hong ran away, but Qin Feng continued to stand in the line. After a while, a shout came from the back of the line. Don't miss it. All kinds of flying swords, spiritual weapons, and flying artifacts are for sale. There are also spirit pills, golden pills, high-grade martial techniques, and cultivation techniques. The shout was very loud, and it immediately reached the cultivators' ears. Many people didn't care. They were here to take the Red Flower List test, so they didn't have the mood to care about other things. However, some people at the back of the line had nothing to do anyway, so they went to the stall. Immediately, a wave of exclamations sounded. Oh my God, am I seeing things? Is this a 6th grade golden sage pill? There really are flying artifacts? I thought it was a gimmick. There's even a thunder elemental bead. How much is this thunder elemental bead? I want it. The owner of the stall was naturally Sister Hong. There were all kinds of cultivation resources at her feet, and most of them were taken from Qin Feng's star ring. Most of the people participating in the Red Flower List test were Saint King realm cultivators, and the treasures on the ground were definitely a fatal temptation to Saint King realm cultivators. Any cultivator who came up to take a look immediately stopped moving. Bookmark for easier reading. Chapter 1595. The stall was soon surrounded by cultivators, making it unusually lively. Sister Hong was secretly delighted. It seemed that Qin Feng's method was indeed effective. Everyone, don't worry. I've only displayed a portion of the items. I still have many treasures in my storage ring that can satisfy everyone's needs. The items displayed at the stall were already attractive enough. No one expected Sister Hong to have even more powerful treasures. The crowd immediately boiled over. How are you selling these treasures? That flying magic tool looks pretty good. Are you selling it? I originally came to participate in the red flower list assessment. I didn't expect to encounter such a good thing. There's simply too many elixirs at this stall. More and more cultivators gathered here, and many more surrounded to watch the excitement. Originally, there were more than 10 people in the long line, but this time, many people ran away. Qin Feng immediately filled the empty spots and quickly squeezed from the end of the queue to the middle. Humph! A bunch of ignorant fellows. They didn't even line up and ran to the stall to look for treasures? What treasures can there be at a stall? They're all trash and fakes. Hee hee. It's good that they left. This way, we'll have to line up a lot less. The cultivators still in line were also discussing fervently, but none of them were optimistic about the items of the stall. Many people were secretly delighted. They had also taken advantage of the queue because of Qin Feng's strategy. Just as the discussion heated up, Qin Feng suddenly said, "That stall is indeed full of treasures. There's a 6th-grade golden pill, a flying sword, a flying ship, a mystic-level cultivation method and martial skill, and a thunder elemental bead." As Qin Feng reported the names of the treasures, the ridicule and contempt gradually subsided. Everyone looked at Qin Feng in disbelief. If it was really those treasures he mentioned, it was indeed attractive. Hee hee. Everyone, don't be fooled by that kid's flowery words. If it was really as he said, why didn't he buy it himself? Why would he stand here and line up? I think he's just trying to trick us so that he can squeeze his way to the front. Someone suddenly shouted. Those restless cultivators immediately woke up with a start and stared at Qin Feng with cold eyes. Qin Feng didn't care and continued. It's fine if you don't believe me. I do want to buy a few treasures, but I don't have enough spirit stones on me, so I can't afford them at all. Besides, the stall is just a few hundred meters away. You'll know once you get there, so why should I lie? Looking at his serious expression, it didn't seem like he was lying. Everyone became restless again. Wang He, go take a look. There were 2 people standing in front of Qin Feng. The old man suddenly said to the young man beside him. Wang He was stunned. He clearly did not believe Qin Feng's nonsense. Elder Wang, that brat is definitely spouting nonsense. Let's just ignore him. Of course, Wang Xiaoqin doubted the veracity of Qin Feng's words, but he didn't want to miss this opportunity. What if what Qin Feng said was true? Go and come back quickly. I'll help you keep this spot, so you don't have to worry about anyone stealing it. Wang Xiaoqin's aura exploded. He was actually a 9th realm Saint King. The people standing beside him instinctively took a few steps back. Clearly, they did not want to provoke this powerful venerable. Wang Yi still did not believe Qin Feng's nonsense, but there was nothing he could do since the great elder had spoken. Before he left, he glared at Qin Feng. If you dare to lie, just wait and see how I'll deal with you when I get back. Wang Yi left quickly. Qin Feng glanced at him. He was only a 5th realm Saint King. This kind of trash could be instantly killed by him. Soon, that guy ran back with a look of surprise. Elder Wang, there really is a flying magic tool, a golden core, a thunder elemental bead, and so many treasures. This person shout was very loud. Many cultivators at the front of the line heard it. The crowd immediately exploded. Some people already rushed towards Sister Hong. There's actually a treasure like the thunder elemental bead? Let's go take a look. That 9th realm Saint King Elder Wang Xiaochun could not remain calm. His figure flashed and disappeared into the distance. When Qin Feng said these things, many people had a doubtful attitude. However, Wang He had personally gone to take a look. This person could not also be a fake, right? When everyone rushed to the stall, they knew that what Wang He said was true. At this moment, Sister Hong was surrounded by cultivators. Those who did not know would think that this was the entrance to the red flower list assessment. Sister Hong was frightened. She did not expect that Qin Feng's treasures would cause everyone to go crazy. This time, she was very embarrassed. These treasures were only taken out to attract everyone's attention. They would not really sell them. The first group of cultivators to surround them were somewhat impatient. They asked for a long time, but they did not see Sister Hong make a bid. "Hey, are you going to sell it or not? What's the use of just shouting? Woman, you are not playing with us, are you? Our time is very precious. I will pay 100,000 high-grade spirit stones for this thunder elemental bead. Just give it to me." The crowd was chattering noisily. If it was not for the fact that people were not allowed to cause trouble outside the Red Flower Hall, many cultivators would have directly robbed it. Yin Baoming was so anxious that he was sweating, but he was still trying to buy time for Qin Feng. At this moment, the door of the Red Flower Hall suddenly opened. When a few guards were about to call people in for the assessment, they were shocked by the scene in front of them. There were originally more than a dozen people in the long queue, but now there were only 7 or 8 people standing outside the door. And on the opposite side of the road, there were many cultivators jumping up and down, and no one knew what they were doing. "Brothers, is it our turn to be assessed?" Qin Feng immediately asked. Several people came back to their senses, and the leading guard said, "Ah, yes, it's your turn to be assessed." Qin Feng hurriedly entered the hall, and the other 7 cultivators also followed him in. However, the Red Flower List assessment could accommodate 100 people, and now only 8 people entered. The guard had no choice but to shout at the opposite side, "Hey, are you here to participate in the Red Flower List assessment? There are still 92 spots for the assessment. Those who want to take the assessment, hurry up and come." This shout woke up the crowd. Those cultivators did not care about the Thunder Elemental Bead or the 6th grade Golden Core, and rushed to the entrance of the Red Flower Hall like a swarm of bees. However, there were too many cultivators taking the assessment, no less than several thousand people. Only the more powerful 100 people rushed to the entrance, and finally, 92 cultivators were selected to enter the hall. The cultivators who did not get a spot had a cold expression on their faces and suddenly looked at Yin Baoming, only to see that the woman had already put away her stall and no one knew where she had run off to. "Damn it, we were all cheated." When he came to his senses, he was originally at the front of the queue, and, according to the order, it should have been his turn. In the end, because he was greedy for treasures, he did not get a spot. Instead, it was his elder Wang Xiaochun who got a spot. Chapter 1596. After Qin Feng entered the hall, he used the communication stone to communicate with Sister Hong. Knowing that Sister Hong was hiding in a safe place, Qin Feng was relieved. At this time, in the grand hall of the Red Flower Hall, stood 100 cultivators. Qin Feng stood in the crowd and felt cold gazes sweep over him from time to time. Soon, Qin Feng found that person. It was Wang Xiaochun, whom he had tricked away. Qin Feng had already checked this person's aura. It was incomparably strong, even stronger than Wu Zun and Li Sha. However, Qin Feng was not worried. This was the Red Flower Hall's territory. Cultivators were not allowed to fight and cause trouble. The guards had already started arranging the groups. This was because the Red Flower rankings were broad and detailed and included the Cultivator Red Flower rankings, the Alchemist Red Flower rankings, the Artificer Red Flower rankings, and so on. Each Red Flower list was further subdivided into several levels. Although there were 100 cultivators gathered in the hall, after they were divided into groups, each group only had 3 to 5 people at most. Qin Feng naturally went to the Alchemist Red Flower List Assessment Team, and it was the Gold Pill Master Red Flower List Assessment Team. But he soon discovered a problem, that Wang Xiaochun was also taking the Alchemist Red Flower List, and coincidentally, he was also taking the Golden Pill Master Red Flower List. Besides Wang Xiaochun, there were 3 other people in Qin Feng's team. One of them was a white-haired old man who looked about the same age as Wang Xiaochun. The other 2 seemed to be in their 40s. After the teams were divided, Wang Xiaochun and the other 3 looked at Qin Feng suspiciously. Since this team was the Golden Core Master Red Flower List Assessment, then the participants must be Golden Core Masters. Furthermore, Qin Feng looked to be in his early 20s. How could he have stepped into the ranks of Golden Core Masters? Heh, stinking brat. Are you on the wrong side? This is the assessment team for the Golden Core Master Red Flower list. Wang Xiaochun stared coldly at Qin Feng. If it wasn't for the fact that they were inside the Red Flower Hall, he would have already attacked Qin Feng. The other three were also puzzled, but they did not ask. They had no enmity with Qin Feng, so they wouldn't offend him for no reason. Are you stupid? Of course I know that this is the assessment team for the Golden Core Master Red Flower list. Do I need you to tell me that? Qin Feng didn't give Wang Xiaochun any face. The other three were stunned and looked at Qin Feng in disbelief. They could all see that Wang Xiaochun's aura was strong, and his realm was definitely not low. At the very least, Qin Feng could not defeat Wang Xiaochun. However, Qin Feng was even more powerful than Wang Xiaochun. Who knew where he got his confidence from? Wang Xiaochun gnashed his teeth in anger, and his aura surged. But he didn't dare to make a move in the end. He said coldly, "Stinking brat, I'm Wang Xiaochun, the Grand Elder of the Wang family, a 4-star family in the Pear Continent. Since you're so arrogant, do you dare to introduce yourself?" Qin Feng curled his lips. He wouldn't reveal his identity. Otherwise, why would he wear the 100 Changes mask? The three of them exclaimed in surprise. It seemed that the Pear Continent's Wang clan was not small. However, Qin Feng didn't care about this. He wasn't going to develop in Pear Continent. As long as he finished the Red Flower List assessment, he would leave this place. Moreover, Qin Feng had offended quite a number of 4-star sects in the Northern Sand region. The Little Elder of Equal of Heaven sect, Chi Ho, and the Great Elder of Broken Hung Mountain, Wu Zun, were both from 4-star sections. What does it have to do with you where I am? You really talk a lot. Qin Feng curled his lips and said. The three of them were completely stunned. They thought that this young brat really didn't know his place. He actually dared to speak to the Grand Elder of the Wang clan like that. Wang Xiaochun's old face darkened. He could only suppress his anger and said, "Good, very good. I hope that after this assessment, you can still be so arrogant." Halfway through his words, he suddenly laughed coldly. "Huh, you're probably here because you want to get a spot to explore the Fallen God Sea. With your age, you want to enter the top 100 of the Golden Core Master Red Flower list? You're making me laugh my head off." Wang Xiaochun realized that he couldn't fight in the hall, so he started to mock Qin Feng. The three of them in the same group didn't think much of Qin Feng either. They even suspected that he wasn't a real Golden Core Master. Qin Feng couldn't be bothered with Wang Xiaochun anymore. At this moment, a guard walked over to check the identities of Qin Feng and the others. Since they were here to participate in the Golden Core Master Red Flower List assessment, they naturally had to be Golden Core Masters. Although the Red Flower Hall was very powerful, there were still many cultivators who came to fish in troubled waters every year. The three of them had already taken out their identity jade tokens issued by the Elixir Association. The two men in their 40s were first-class 6th-grade Golden Core Masters, while the old man was a 2nd-grade 6th-grade Golden Core Master. Wang Xiaochun was the highest among them. He was a 3rd-grade 6th-grade Golden Core Master. After the four of them verified their identities, they looked at Qin Feng in unison. The three of them had doubtful expressions. Wang Xiaochun had a playful smile on his face. He still didn't believe that Qin Feng could become a Golden Core Master at such a young age. "Please show me your alchemist token." The guard was stunned when he walked to Qin Feng. His tone was obviously colder than before. Qin Feng didn't mind. He took out a jade token. Immediately, the guard exclaimed, "Why, you're a 3rd-grade, 6th-grade Golden Core Master?" Qin Feng wasn't just a Golden Core Master. He had held back during the Elixir Association's assessment. Otherwise, he could have passed as a 2nd-grade, 7th-grade Elixir King. Wang Xiaochun and the others were also stunned. They were still wondering if Qin Feng was a Golden Core Master. In the end, Qin Feng was the most skilled Golden Core Master among the 5 of them. Although Wang Xiaochun was also a 3rd-grade, 6th-grade Golden Core Master, he was already in his 60s. How could he be compared to Qin Feng, who was only in his early 20s? The guard was only shocked for a moment. He quickly regained his senses. When he looked at Qin Feng again, The way he looked at him had changed. His attitude was much more respectful. "All right, the 5 of you, please follow me." Qin Feng took the lead. After walking for a distance, Wang Xiaochun and the others came to their senses and immediately followed. Under the guard's guidance, the 5 of them arrived at a spacious elixir refinery pavilion. The environment here was not much different from the Elixir Association's Elixir Refinery Pavilion. There were dozens of space-separated formations, each of which was equipped with the same equipment. There were 4 people sitting at the judging panel of the Elixir Refinery Pavilion. 3 of them were wearing the uniforms of their sections. Qin Feng recognized them at a glance. They were the disciples of 3 of the 4 big pill workshops in the Northern Sand region. Only the disciple of the precious Elixir Tower wasn't present. As for the other person, he was wearing a casual black robe. There wasn't any sect symbol on his robe. It was the black robe man who stood up. "My name is Xing Sanfang. I'm a rogue cultivator from the Northern Sand region. Today, I'm honored to be sitting at the judging panel with the elders of the 3 big pill workshops." The man looked to be in his early 50s. He was very energetic. His voice was strong, and his aura was unfathomable. Just as he announced his name, Wang Xiaochun and the others cried out in surprise. "Ah, so this is Senior Xing. I heard that Senior Xing became an Elixir King 10 years ago. Moreover, he's the only rogue cultivator Elixir King in the entire Northern Sand region. He's really worthy of respect. Senior Xing is a righteous and impartial person. With him as the judging panel, I can rest assured." Qin Feng didn't know Xing Sanfang. He had never heard of his name before. However, when he heard the words of Wang Xiaochun and the others, Qin Feng was shocked. There were very few Elixir Kings in the Northern Sand region. All the Elixir Kings existed in the 4 big pill workshops. The nurturing of an Elixir King required countless spiritual herbs. Just having an abundance of spiritual herbs might not be enough to nurture an Elixir King. It also required the Elixir Master's own intelligence and comprehension. Even in the 4 big pill workshops, the number of Elixir Kings could be counted on one's fingers. Moreover, Xing Sanfang was a rogue cultivator. He didn't have the resources of a big sect to nurture him. It was indeed not easy for him to become an Elixir King by himself. However, to say that Xing Sanfang was the only rogue cultivator Elixir King in the Northern Sand region was definitely wrong. Qin Feng could be considered a rogue cultivator now. He was also an Elixir King. Wang Xiaochun and the others regained their senses. Only then did they realize that they were here to participate in the Red Flower Roll assessment. Xing Sanfang didn't show any signs of complacency towards the 4 of them. Instead, he looked at Qin Feng with interest. This was because Qin Feng didn't have much of a reaction after hearing his name. Xing Sanfang said a few more words. It was mainly about the rules and things to take note of during the assessment. After he finished explaining the rules, he paused for a moment before continuing. "Next, I will announce today's assessment question. On the stone table in front of everyone, there are 36 types of herbs. You can pick a few herbs from the 36 types to form a pill formula and refine them into pills." The assessment question looked simple, but it made everyone wary. Everyone looked at the 36 types of herbs on the stone table. They range from the most common Chinese herbs to some level 5 spiritual herbs. It looked very messy. These herbs could definitely form thousands of different pill formulas. It was obviously impossible to successfully refine one type of pill and fight their way into the top 100 of the Golden Pill Master's Red Flower Roll. Qin Feng was also aware of these problems. He was still waiting for Xing Sanfang to continue, but he saw that he had already returned to his seat. It was obvious that he had finished saying what he needed to say. This time, Qin Feng had his own conjecture. Although these 36 types of pills could form countless pill formulas, the assessment criteria would definitely be based on the quality and difficulty of the completed pill. In other words, the person who refined the highest grade pill, and the pill's own medicinal properties were the rarest, would have the right to fight their way into the top 100 of the Golden Pill Master's Red Flower Roll. Thinking of this, Qin Feng wasn't in a hurry to start refining pills. He carefully looked at the 36 types of herbs. In an instant, Hundreds of pill formulas appeared in his mind. However, these pill formulas were all rejected by Qin Feng. It wasn't that the quality of the pill was too low or that the pill was too common in the world. Even if this kind of pill was refined, it would be meaningless. Qin Feng realized that this assessment question was very difficult, but he wasn't worried. After all, he was a level 2, level 7 pill king. The quality of a level 6 pill he casually refined would far surpass that of Wang Xiaoqun and the others. Moreover, he wasn't worried that Wang Xiaoqun and the others were hiding their strength. One had to know that other than him, who deliberately hid his strength in the Elixir Association's assessment to obtain the identity of a low-level alchemist, other cultivators would definitely not do this. They couldn't wait to obtain a higher identity as an alchemist because that would give them a lot of benefits. Chapter 1597. After analyzing the questions, Qin Feng calmed himself down and began to search for the best pill recipe. However, after searching through his memory, he still couldn't find a pill that satisfied him. The god-perishing sea treasure hunting spot was very important to Qin Feng. He had to enter the top 100 of the Red Flower ranking. Rumble. At this time, the two men in their 40s had already lit up their cauldrons. It seemed like they were ready to start refining pills. Wang Xiaoqun and the other old man were not in a hurry. It looked like they were in deep thought. Qin Feng couldn't find a pill recipe that satisfied him, so he sent his consciousness into the system to find a powerful pill recipe. Master, you can purchase the secret book, the complete collection of medicinal pills. This secret book contains a large number of pill recipes and refining steps. There are also chapters that introduce all kinds of spiritual herbs and spiritual plants. Little Pig began to recommend as soon as Qin Feng entered. Qin Feng searched through the inventory interface and finally found the complete collection of medicinal pills. However, this secret book was not cheap. It cost 500,000 hedonist points. After hesitating for a moment, Qin Feng bought the complete collection of medicinal pills. This kind of secret book was extremely rare in the Divine Continent, so it was normal for it to be expensive. Ding! Host has spent 500,000 hedonist points and successfully purchased the complete collection of medicinal pills. Host has 34,000 hedonist points remaining. The system notification sounded. Qin Feng's heart ached when he saw that he only had 34,000 hedonist points left. However, he quickly came back to his senses and looked at the complete collection of medicinal pills. Fuck, Little Pig, the complete collection of medicinal pills is too heaven-defying. It has all kinds of pill recipes. Qin Feng was stunned after a few glances. More than half of the pill recipes were things he had never heard of before. Little Pig laughed. Master, since it's called the complete collection of medicinal pills, it's naturally very comprehensive. Apart from some pill immortals and pill gods that are not passed on to outsiders, almost all pill recipes are covered in this secret book. Qin Feng had a deep understanding of the complete collection of medicinal pills. He instantly felt that spending 500,000 hedonist points on this secret book was worth it. Not only did the book contain tens of thousands of pill recipes, but it also had a special chapter that introduced the cultivation world's spiritual herbs and spiritual plants. The complete collection of medicinal pills was very thick. It was like an encyclopedia on Earth. Qin Feng couldn't finish reading it in a short time. He found that these 36 herbs could be combined into 1,256 pill recipes into the complete collection of medicinal pills. After looking through it, Qin Feng discovered that these 36 medicinal ingredients could be combined into 1,256 pill recipes in the Encyclopedia of Medicinal Pills. There were pills from Grade 1 Wonder Pills to Grade 7 King Pills. Naturally, Qin Feng would not refine miracle-grade elixirs. His main focus was on refining Tier 6 Golden Elixirs and Tier 7 Imperial Elixirs. There were 58 types of pill recipes for these two types. However, after some thought, Qin Feng decided to pass on the 8 types of King pill recipes. After all, he was a level Qin. He was a level, and had a level. Was Qin pill recipe. Medicinal pills 1 and P1 1 1 1 and all 1 1. There Feng and 1 Dao 1. The golden sage pill, the golden soul pill, the bone cleansing pill, and the cloud transformation pill that Qin Feng had concocted before we're all here. Even a consciousness pill he had concocted at the elixir gathering was here. However, Qin Feng was not very satisfied. These pill recipes were quite common on the market, and large pill recipes were sold. If he could only concoct these pills, it would be difficult for him to make it into the top 100 of the Red Flower list. Just as Qin Feng was worried, his eyes lit up. He saw a pill recipe that he had never seen before. It was called the Spirit Surge Pill. It was a type of level 4, level 6 golden pill. Although the grade of the pill was not very high, the medicinal effects of this pill made Qin Feng speechless. Once the Spirit Surge Pill was concocted, it could give cultivators without a spirit root a chance to have a spirit root. Moreover, the spirit root would last forever. Qin Feng didn't know about spirit roots before, but now he knew about them. They were the symbol of a genius cultivator. They were something that 5-star sects and clans fought over. Thinking about spirit roots, Qin Feng thought about his body's condition. Until now, he still couldn't understand why all the grooves on the spirit testing stone lit up. He couldn't confirm whether he had a spirit root or not. But that wasn't important now. Qin Feng thought that if he could concoct the Spirit Surge Pill, he could let Lin Bei and the others have spirit roots. In the long run, many cultivators on the Divine Supreme Continent did not have spiritual roots, and the pills that could produce spiritual roots were few and far between. If the Spirit Surge Pill were to appear, what kind of storm would it set off on the Divine Supreme Continent? The more Qin Feng thought about it, the more excited he became. He even forgot that he was still participating in the competition. Half of the time passed unknowingly. Wang Xiaochun and the old man had already lit up the furnace. The four of them were busy concocting pills. From time to time, they would glance at Qin Feng. When they saw that Qin Feng was still studying the 36 medicinal herbs on the stone table, they felt disdain in their hearts. Hee, brat, you can't even set up a pill store with so many medicinal herbs? Don't tell me you bought your gold pill master status? Wang Xiaoqun couldn't help but laugh. Although this elixir refining pavilion also had a spatial array, it didn't have a soundproof array. Everyone could hear Wang Xiaoqun's words. The four judges on the stage didn't say anything. They turned a blind eye to Qin Feng's behavior. Xing Sanfeng was initially interested in Qin Feng, but he was disappointed when he saw that Qin Feng couldn't even concoct a pill recipe. The other three participants were also laughing at Qin Feng in their hearts, but they wouldn't say it out loud. At this time, Qin Feng suddenly sent out several palm strikes. A raging fire appeared under his furnace. Huh, that kid has a beast fire? The three participants couldn't help but exclaim. In fact, it was normal for a gold pill master to have a beast fire. But in their eyes, Qin Feng was obviously not a qualified gold pill master. It was strange for him to have a beast fire. Wang Xiaochun was also stunned. A cold light flashed in his old eyes, but he quickly smiled and said, "What's so great about a beast fire? I've already subdued 3 kinds of beast fires." Qin Feng didn't want to pay attention to Wang Xiaochun, but the old man was jumping up and down. He said while lighting the fire, "What does it have to do with me how many beast fires you have? Do you have to show off this kind of thing? Aren't you being too boring?" Qin Feng found it funny. He had the purple serene flame, but he didn't show it off. He even deliberately hid the heaven fire and used the fire of destruction to concoct pills. Chapter 1598. Brat, do you dare to bet with me? Wang Xiaoqun glared at Qin Feng coldly. Qin Feng looked at him as if he was looking at an idiot and said, "Are you crazy? Why should I bet with you?" Wang Xiaoqun thought Qin Feng was afraid and immediately said proudly, I knew you wouldn't dare to bet, but this is normal. If you bet with me knowing you will lose, then there must be something wrong with your brain." Qin Feng twitched his mouth and was speechless at Wang Xiaoqun's self-righteous thoughts. Seeing this old fellow's expression, Qin Feng naturally wouldn't spoil this person. "Sure, How do you want to bet? Wang Xiaochun was stunned. He thought Qin Feng was afraid of him, but he didn't expect Qin Feng to agree to the bet so quickly. However, Wang Xiaochun quickly came back to his senses and thought that the brat must have lost his mind because of his provocation. He was indeed a brat without any shrewdness. Let's bet who will get a higher share of the pills. Do you dare? Wang Xiaochun said confidently. Qin Feng couldn't help but laugh. Hee, what if I lose? If you lose, give me your storage ring. Wang Xiaochun stared at the emerald spirit ring on Qin Feng's finger, and his eyes lit up. Qin Feng said indifferently, what if you lose? Wang Xiaochun was stunned. He didn't even think that he would lose. Huh, you said I'll lose? How can I lose? Since you won't lose, then why should I bet with you? Qin Feng looked at him like he was an idiot. Wang Xiaochun was instantly speechless, and his laughter came to an abrupt stop. He suppressed the anger in his heart and changed his expression. Cough, cough. I'm joking. We're both rank 3 and 6 Golden Core Masters. Of course, I might lose. To be fair, if I lose, I'll give you my storage ring too. Qin Feng was waiting for him to say this. Although Qin Feng couldn't see Wang Xiaochun's exact realm, he knew that this person was more powerful than Wu Zun and Li Sha. Then, his storage ring must have a lot of treasures. Seeing that Qin Feng finally agreed to the bet, Wang Xiaochun was extremely excited. He did not put Qin Feng in his eyes at all. So what if Qin Feng was a level 3 or level 6 Golden Pill Master? The pill recipe that Wang Xiaochun had combined was a level 4 grade 6 Golden Pill. Although he was not confident that he could enter the top 100 of the Golden Pill Red Flower list, defeating Qin Feng was a piece of cake. However, just as Wang Xiaochun was about to concentrate on concocting pills, Qin Feng suddenly stood up. Participant, do you have any questions? Xing Sanfang stood up and asked Qin Feng. Qin Feng said, Senior Xing, the old man next to me, took the initiative to make a bet with me. I want to ask Senior Xing to be the notary. As soon as he finished speaking, Wang Xiaochun almost jumped up in anger. Although he was determined to win this bet, what if he lost? Originally, he had planned to renege on his debt if he lost. In any case, his cultivation level was higher than Qin Feng's, so that brat wouldn't dare to do anything to him. In the end, Qin Feng found a disperser to be the judge. If he lost, he would really lose. Xing Sanfang raised his eyebrows and said unhappily, What do you think this place is? This is the venue for the assessment of the Red Flower list, not a place for you to open a gambling house. If you don't want to take the test, you can leave now. Qin Feng did not get angry because of Xing Sanfang's reprimand. Instead, his impression of him improved. As a rogue cultivator, Xing Sanfang's upright aura made him feel a little like Elder Su. Senior Xing, the reason why we made a bet is to encourage each other so that we can give our best to concoct the most satisfactory pills, Qin Feng explained. Xing Sanfang's eyebrows gradually relaxed. After pondering for a moment, he said, Okay, then I will be your notary. Qin Feng strode out of the compartment and handed the emerald spirit ring to Xing Sanfang. Then he said to him, Senior Xing, our bet is that the loser will give the other party his storage ring. This is my storage ring. Xing Sanfang and the other 3 judges were suddenly stunned. A storage ring was all a cultivator had. Many cultivators would rather die than hand over their storage rings. From this, it could be seen that the bet between these two was really big. After handing over the storage ring, Qin Feng looked at Wang Xiaochun, who was still in a daze, and said, My storage ring has been handed over. Now it's your turn. Wang Xiaochun woke up with a start. He was so angry that his lungs were about to explode. He originally thought that Qin Feng was a young boy without any shrewdness. Now, it seemed that even he was being played in the palm of his hand. However, Wang Xiaochun quickly calmed down. So what if he handed over the storage ring? He would not lose anyway. Thinking of this, Wang Xiaochun swaggered to the judge's table and handed over his storage ring. He did not forget to glare at Qin Feng. Hee, since someone took the initiative to give me a storage ring, I will naturally accept it. Seeing that Wang Xiaochun handed over his storage ring, Qin Feng did not even bother to pay attention to him. He directly returned to his compartment and began to concoct pills. The other three judges looked at Qin Feng and shook their heads with a bitter smile. They all thought that Qin Feng would lose for sure. After Wang Xiaochun returned to his compartment, he concentrated on concocting pills. He was determined to win the bet and slapped Qin Feng's face. Time flew by quickly. Suddenly, a loud sound came from the elixir concoction pavilion. It was the elixir that the man in his 40s in a white robe had finished concocting. The other three looked over. When they saw that he had concocted a golden sage pill, they immediately did not think highly of him. However, Qin Feng did not pay attention to them at all. At this moment, he was controlling the flame of the pill furnace with one hand and controlling the order and quantity of the medicinal ingredients with the other. Wang Xiaoqun glanced at him from time to time. When he saw the few medicinal ingredients that Qin Feng had thrown into the pill furnace, his expression became sluggish. He had no idea what Qin Feng was doing. With Wang Xiaoqun's alchemy level, he did not even know what pill recipe those medicinal ingredients could form. It seemed like he could not even gather a miraculous pill or a spirit pill. Huh. Funny, really funny. With your level, you dare to bet with me? Your storage ring will definitely be mine. Wang Xiaochun suddenly laughed. He was a little worried before, but now, he completely did not care about Qin Feng. That guy's golden pill master status must have been bought. He is simply courting death. The cultivator in his 40s who had not formed a pill sneered. The old man did not say anything, but after looking at Qin Feng's medicinal ingredients, he shook his head. At this moment, even the four judges on the judges' table were confused. They had no idea what Qin Feng was doing. What is that guy doing? What kind of pill can he refine with that cauldron of medicinal ingredients? The alchemist from Square Tower questioned. The alchemist from the Spirit Pill Association said, I have never seen this kind of pill recipe before. It seems like that guy is not a real golden pill master. He might not even be a miraculous pill master. The alchemist from Immortal Grassgate also said, Is the Elixir Association's examination so lax now? Can anyone pass the golden pill master status? Or could it be that this guy has some background and used money or connections to get a golden pill master status? The three of them discussed from the pill recipe to the loopholes in the Elixir Association's examination. Xing Sanfang was the only one who remained silent. At the start, he did not understand Qin Feng's medicinal ingredients. However, when Qin Feng threw in the last medicinal ingredient, Xing Sanfang's expression changed drastically. That was a clear spirit grass, a 5th-grade spirit herb. It was also the highest grade spirit herb among the 36 medicinal ingredients in this examination. However, even though the clear spirit grass was precious, it was rarely used by alchemists as medicine. Firstly, the medicinal properties of the clear spirit grass were very unstable. If one did not control it well, the entire pill recipe would be ruined, resulting in the failure of pill formation. Another reason was that in the current pill recipes, there were very few that used the clear spirit grass. However, Xing Sanfang had heard of a type of pill recipe that used the clear spirit grass. It was also because of the power of this pill recipe that Xing Sanfang could not remain calm at this moment. Even his body was trembling. Senior brother Xing, are you all right? The other three judges saw Xing Sanfang's abnormality, and someone asked out of concern. However, Xing Sanfang did not have the time to care about that person at all. He seemed to be mumbling to himself, impossible. Even though that pill recipe is for a level 4 6th-grade golden pill, the pill formed is even more precious than an immortal pill. This guy is so young. How could he know that pill recipe? Moreover, he is still refining this pill recipe. Seeing that Xing Sanfang was ignoring everyone, the three people shook their heads in confusion. However, at this moment, a series of muffled sounds came from the Elixir Refinement Pavilion. The other two participating cultivators had also completed their pills. The man in his early 40s had refined the poison cleansing pill. This was a level 1 6th-grade golden pill. Its main purpose was to remove the accumulated toxins and internal injuries in the body. In terms of usage and preciousness, it was not as good as the golden sage pill refined by another cultivator. As for the true essence pill refined by the old man, It was a level 2 6th grade golden pill. It could slightly enhance the cultivator's true essence. It was not very precious either. At this moment, only Wang Xiaoqin and Qin Feng had not completed their pills. Everyone's gaze fell on Wang Xiaoqin. As for Qin Feng, he was completely ignored. Even though Wang Xiaoqin's pill was still in the purification stage, some of the judges had already seen through it. That elder refined the Golden Soul Pill, a level 4 6th grade golden pill. Even though the Golden Soul Pill is precious, it is still far from being able to enter the top 100 of the Golden Pill Refiners' Red Flower list. The pill refiner from the Spiritual Pill Association echoed, "It seems that the cultivators who came to take the exam these few days have poor aptitude. They are only here to try their luck for the treasure hunting spot in the Fallen God Sea." Wang Xiaoqin had not even completed his pill, but the three judges already had no hope for him. As for Qin Feng, the three judges did not even bother to look at him. They passed him from the start. Seeing that no one had the potential to enter the top 100 of the Golden Pill Refiners' Red Flower list, the three judges were a little disappointed. If there really was a Golden Pill Refiner in the top 100 of the Red Flower list, then they could represent their sect to accept that person as a disciple. Boom! There was a loud explosion as Wang Xiaoqin's pill came out of the furnace. He looked at the three Golden Soul Pills that flew out of the pill furnace with an excited look on his face. In fact, Wang Xiaoqin also knew that it would be very difficult for the Golden Soul Pill he refined to enter the top 100 of the Golden Pill Refiners' Red Flower list. However, what he was more concerned about now was not the Red Flower list, but the bet with Qin Feng. Now that the Golden Soul Pill had been successfully refined, Wang Xiaoqin's heart was completely at ease. He looked at Qin Feng, who was still refining pills, and couldn't help but burst into laughter. Chapter 1599. Rumble. Before Wang Xiaoqin's laughter died away, a loud noise came from Qin Feng's cauldron. Wang Xiaoqin, the four contestants, and the four judges were all stunned. No one had expected Qin Feng to make a pill. "What's going on? You made a pill?" Wang Xiaoqin's face was full of shock. The judges of the three major elixir workshops also began to discuss. I've seen that kid's herbs. He can't make a pill at all. How did he make a pill? What a strong pill fragrance. This is definitely a 6th grade golden pill. Did that kid make a hermit elixir recipe? He looks like he's in his early 20s. How is that possible? Everyone realized that something was wrong and looked at Qin Feng in a daze. Xing Sanfang, who had been silent all this time, suddenly came to his senses and walked toward Qin Feng with bright eyes. "Quick, show me the pill you refined." Xing Sanfang seemed to have changed into a different person, which made everyone even more puzzled. Qin Feng was surprised. He realized that Xing Sanfang had most likely seen through his pill recipe. The Spirit Surge pill was a hermit elixir recipe that was not known to outsiders. How could Xing Sanfang see through it? Qin Feng had no idea how he knew about this pill recipe. There were 5 Spirit Surge pills in this cauldron, and Qin Feng gave one to Xing Sanfang. "Senior Xing, please appraise it." Xing Sanfang's hand was trembling as he held the pill. He opened his palm and placed the Spirit Surge pill on his palm. Under the illumination of the luminous pearls in the hall, the Spirit Surge pill emitted a faint green light. The pill was round and smooth, and there were 6 clear pill patterns on it, proving that it was indeed a 6th grade golden pill. Everyone had gathered around to see it, and they were discussing it. "Is this really a 6th grade golden pill? I've never seen it before. Senior Marshal Brother Xing, do you recognize this pill? Tell us about it." If the representatives of the 3 major elixir workshops could not recognize the Spirit Surge pill, then Wang Xiaoqin and the other 3 were even more confused. Wang Xiaoqin was on tenterhooks, afraid that Qin Feng's 6th grade golden pill was even better than his Golden Soul pill. As for the other 3 contestants, they were still in a daze. They had looked down on Qin Feng before, but now they did not even have the courage to speak. Xing Sanfang examined the Spirit Surge pill for a long time, and the excitement and shock on his face became more and more intense. He said in a trembling voice, If I'm not mistaken, this is a spirit-charging pill." The moment these words were spoken, the alchemy pavilion suddenly quietened down. Wang Xiaochen and the other 3 participants were at a loss. Clearly, they had never heard of the Spirit Surge pill. On the other hand, the expressions of the judges from the 3 major pill stores changed drastically. Even though they had never seen the Spirit Surge pill before, they had long heard of such a heaven-defying immortal pill. The Spirit Surge pill was indeed called an immortal pill in the Divine Continent. Even though it was only a level 4 6th grade golden pill, its effect had definitely reached the level of an immortal pill. Even an imperial pill could not compare to it. The reason why the Spirit Surge pill was so precious was that many cultivators wondered if it even existed. This was because the pill recipe for this pill had long been lost, and the clear spirit grass required to refine the Spirit Surge pill was also extremely rare. But now a spirit-charging pill was right in front of them. How could the representatives of the 3 big pill stores not be shocked? "Senior Brother Xing, you're not joking, right? Is this really a Spirit Surge pill?" The representative of the 4-corner tower asked doubtfully. "The Spirit Surge pill is only a legendary pill. It hasn't appeared in the Northern Sand Continent for almost 100 years. This participant is so young. How could he have refined the Spirit Surge pill?" The representative from the Spiritual Pill Association was also in disbelief. Seeing the 4 judges so shocked, Wang Xiaochen and the other 3 could not understand what was going on. In the end, Wang Xiaochen could not hold it in anymore. He stood up and asked, "Senior Xing, what grade is this Spirit Surge pill? Is it better than the level 4 6th grade Golden Soul pill I refined? My Golden Soul pill is the best pill for a 3rd stage Holy King to break through to the 4th stage. It's rare even in the market and extremely expensive." Wang Xiaochen did not understand the market at all. His words almost made the 4 judges laugh. If Qin Feng really refined the Spirit Surge pill, it would definitely be better than all the other imperial pills. Wang Xiaochen's cauldron of Golden Soul pills could not be compared to it. It was extremely laughable. The judge did not pay attention to Wang Xiaochen at all. He even found it difficult to look at him. He calmed down a little, looked at Qin Feng, and said, "Did you refine the Spirit Surge pill?" The atmosphere suddenly froze. As they left, the 4 judges stared at Qin Feng, waiting for his reply. "Senior Xing, you have a good eye. This is indeed the Spirit Surge pill." Qin Feng had a calm expression, as if the Spirit Surge pill was nothing. The 4 of them exclaimed. The way they looked at Qin Feng had completely changed. The 4-way tower's representative smiled and said, "Young hero Qin, I am an elder of the 4-way tower. I wonder if you're interested in joining the 4-way tower?" The representatives of the Spiritual Elixir Association and Immortal Grass faction immediately followed suit. "Young hero Qin, I am Elder Feng Yushu of the Spiritual Elixir Association. Our Immortal Grass faction is also very interested in young hero Qin. We hope that you can join the Spiritual Elixir Association. Our Immortal Grass faction has an empty position for a young elder. If young hero Qin is willing to join the Immortal Grass faction, we can let you be the young elder." The representative of the Immortal Grass faction was even more direct. The 3 of them threw an olive branch to Qin Feng. This scene completely shocked Wang Xiaochen and the other 3. These were the 3 strongest pill shops in the Northern Sand Continent. What did Qin Feng do to deserve their invitation? To the extent that the pill refiners of the Immortal Grass faction directly proposed the position of young elder, it was truly unimaginable. Wang Xiaochen was very unhappy that he did not get an answer to his question. He was very confident in his Golden Soul pill. Although it would be difficult for him to squeeze into the top 100 of the Golden Pill Refiner's Red Flower Roll, it would not be a problem for him to defeat Qin Feng. Therefore, he jumped out again and said to Xing San Feng, "Senior Xing, since both my pills and that lad's pills have been refined, please judge them so that that lad will admit his defeat wholeheartedly." Xing San Feng was stunned. He had originally ignored Wang Xiaochen. Who would have thought that this old man would jump out to make trouble for him? If young hero Qin really refined the Spirit Surge pill, Then you don't even have the right to compete with him, Xing Sanfeng said honestly. Wang Xiaochen was shocked. The other three cultivators were also in disbelief. Xing Sanfeng ignored their expressions and continued. Perhaps you have not even heard of the Spirit Surge pill. This is a type of golden pill that has been lost for hundreds of years. Although it is a golden pill, it is called an immortal pill. The Spirit Surge pill's effect is very unique. It can allow cultivators without spiritual roots to have a chance of forming spiritual roots. I believe I do not need to explain what the appearance of a spiritual root means to a cultivator. Xing Sanfeng explained the effects of the Spirit Surge pill. Instantly, Wang Xiaochen and the other three were dumbfounded. Chapter 1600. Wang Xiaochen had long lost his temper with the Spirit Surge pill. Even he had to admit that the Golden Soul pill he refined was trash. However, Wang Xiaochen quickly came to his senses. He glared at Qin Feng with his old eyes and shouted, "For senior judges, don't be deceived by this kid's flowery words. Even if the spiritual surge pill really appeared on the divine continent 100 years ago, it doesn't mean this kid can refine it. Since the pill formula has been lost, where did this kid get it from? Moreover, he's just a kid in his early 20s. How could he refine a heaven-defying, immortal pill like the Spirit Surge pill?" Wang Xiaochen's words were directed at Qin Feng. His words were also the doubts in the others' hearts. The representatives of the three major pill stores who were eager to win Qin Feng over had calmed down. As for whether Qin Feng had concocted a Spirit Surge pill or not, they had their doubts. Only Xing Sanfeng believed in Qin Feng, but he also hoped that Qin Feng could prove it himself. Otherwise, he would not be able to convince the crowd just by saying that it was a Spirit Surge pill. "Young hero Qin, can you show me the Spirit Surge pill's formula?" Xing Sanfeng suggested. Qin Feng shook his head. The pill formula was a product of the system. He did not know if it would be seen through. Moreover, even if it was not a product of the system, Qin Feng could not just give it to someone else. This was the pill formula for the Spirit Charging pill, a priceless treasure. "Senior Xing, I can't give you the pill formula, but I have other ways to prove that this is the Spirit Surge pill." Xing Sanfeng's eyes flashed with disappointment, but he quickly recovered. "All right, please prove it, young hero Qin." Everyone looked at Qin Feng, waiting for his next move. Other than Wang Xiaochen, the other 7 people were looking forward to Qin Feng's proof because it meant that the Spirit Surge pill, which had been lost for 100 years, had reappeared. Everyone present was a cultivator without a spiritual root. Who would want to create a spiritual root through the pill? Qin Feng did not move. He asked Xing Sanfeng, "Senior Xing, do you have a spiritual root?" "No." Xing Sanfeng's answer was straightforward. Just in time, Senior Xing has a Spirit Surge pill with him. Eat it now, and see if you can create a spiritual root. Qin Feng smiled. Xing Sanfeng was stunned and looked at Qin Feng in disbelief. If this was really a Spirit Surge pill, why would Qin Feng be so generous as to give him one? This favor was too heavy, and Feng Xing wasn't someone who liked to take advantage of others. However, under the extreme temptation of the Spirit Charging pill, even Xing Sanfeng could not resist. "All right, since young hero Qin trusts me, then I won't be pretentious. If this Spirit Surge pill can really help me form a spirit root, then I will owe young hero Qin a huge favor. If young hero Qin needs my help in the future, just let me know." Xing Sin cupped his fists towards Qin Feng, then swallowed the Spirit Surge pill. The crowd was envious, especially the representatives of the 3 great pill stores. At this moment, their intestines were green with regret. It was also because they didn't like Qin Feng so much that Qin Feng gave the Spirit Surge pill to Xing Sanfeng. If they had said one more word to Qin Feng before, they might have received a huge pie that fell from the sky and landed on their heads. However, it was too late. Everyone could only watch helplessly as they dispersed. Xing Sanfeng was already sitting cross-legged. The Spirit Surge pill melted in his mouth. Bursts of rich pill fragrance rippled in his mouth, accompanied by a turbulent flow of spirit qi into his body. Although Xing Sanfang was not sure if this was the Spirit Surge pill from the Spirit Qi and medicinal fragrance, it was definitely a supreme-grade golden pill. Xing Sanfang already had some hope in his heart to be able to refine such a supreme-grade golden pill. At the same time, he was also a little surprised. Even as a level 3, level 7 pill king, he could at most refine a golden pill of the same standard as Qin Feng. But Qin Feng was only a golden pill master, and so young. Senior brother Xing, how do you feel? Not long after Xing Sanfang swallowed the pill, Feng Yuxiu and the other two asked urgently. However, Qin Feng did not answer. Xing Sanfang felt the rich spirit qi in the pill suddenly surge and condense crazily at the top of his head. He had eaten no less than 1,000 pills in his life, but this was the first time he encountered such a situation. Normally, after consuming a pill, the spirit qi would surge in the meridians and finally condense in the dantian. But the pill that Qin Feng refined was really special. Xing Sanfang was stunned for a moment, but he felt like his brain was about to explode from the spirit qi. Oh no, the spirit qi has all gone to my brain. I'm afraid there's something wrong with this pill. Xing Sanfang could not take it anymore and suddenly shouted. Everyone was shocked and even retreated tens of steps. At this moment, Xing Sanfang's face was red, and all his hair was floating on top of his head. His eyeballs were about to pop out, and he felt like his brain was really about to explode. The crowd was at a loss when they saw this scene. They saw Wang Xiaoqian attack Qin Feng with a palm. Brat, you dare to refine a fake pill to harm Senior Xing's life. Let this old man deal with you. Rumble. A loud explosion suddenly sounded. That palm hit empty air and shattered a part of the pill refinement pavilion spatial formation. Qin Feng felt a wave of fear when he landed. Luckily, he had been on guard against Wang Xiaoqian. Otherwise, that sudden attack would have seriously injured him. Wang Xiaoqian did not follow up with a second palm strike. He stood rooted to the ground in shock. Clearly, he did not expect Qin Feng to be able to dodge his surprise attack. Brat, you actually hid your strength. Let me see how many more palms you can take. Wang Xiaoqian was instantly furious. He was a dignified level 9 holy king, but he was defeated by a brat. He felt that he had lost all his face. The second palm strike flew out quickly, and its aura clearly increased by several times. The entire pill refinement pavilion was blown by a strong wind, as if it was about to collapse. But no one stood up to stop Wang Xiaoqian. Even representatives of the 3 big pill stores did not move. The 3 of them were somewhat dissatisfied. Wang Xiaoqian dared to make a move at the examination site, which was a challenge to their dignity and that of the Red Flower Hall. Although the 3 of them were quite skilled in alchemy, their realms were a bit lacking. In fact, none of them was even a match for Xing Sanfang. Rumble. The palm wind finally fell. Just as it was about to hit Qin Feng, a black shadow suddenly jumped out. It seemed to be a very casual palm strike, but it easily blocked Wang Xiaoqian's attack. Although the explosion was very loud, that man's body formed a light shield. The light shield flickered with 7 different colors, and it was dazzling. The airflow of the explosion was trapped in the light shield and did not dissipate. 7 changes of Buddha aura? Senior Xing has actually stepped into the 7 changes of Buddha aura. The man who attacked was Xing Sanfang. His casual palm strike caused the crowd to boil. Wang Xiaoqian was so scared that he immediately retreated. He was just a holy king realm cultivator. How would he dare to behave atrociously in front of a Buddha or a realm expert? As for the other 3 participating cultivators, they were trembling with fear. This was the first time they had seen a Buddha or a realm expert make a move. He was indeed worthy of being the first elixir king in the world of rogue cultivators. Not only was his alchemy level powerful, but his cultivation realm was also beyond compare. Swish! Xing Sanfang withdrew his palm. In an instant, the light shield formed by the 7 kinds of Buddha aura disappeared, and the powerful attack that Wang Xiaoqian had made also disappeared. Even the aftershock could not be found. Xing Sanfang did not care about Wang Xiaoqian. He could not hide the surprise on his face. He walked in front of Qin Fun, cupped his fists, and said, "Thank you, young hero Qin, for allowing me to have my own fire spirit root." Xing Sanfang's words caused the atmosphere in the hall to freeze. No matter how stupid they were, they understood that Qin Fun's cauldron of spirit surge pills was real. Thinking that it was an immortal pill that could help cultivators without spirit root form a spirit root, the few present wanted to kill Qin Fun and rob him of the remaining 4 spirit surge pills. But when they remembered that an abnormal expert like Xing Sanfang was present, they immediately dispelled their thoughts. Senior Xing is too courteous. Congratulations on breaking through to the fire spirit root. Qin Fun was sincerely happy for Xing Sanfang. This senior was as upright as 4-way tower Senior Su. Moreover, Xing Sanfang could form a fire spirit root. This proved that the spirit surge pill was effective. This made Qin Fun very excited. Xing Sanfang's eyes were still filled with shock. He was aware of the status that Qin Fun represented. This was a person who possessed the pill recipe for the spirit surge pill. If the cultivators of the Divine Supreme Continent knew about the spirit surge pill, Qin Fun would be roped in by various super forces. However, Xing Sanfang also thought of the danger that Qin Fun was in. Such a precious pill recipe. Many people would use all means to obtain it. Young hero Qin, with this spirit surge pill, you can definitely become #1 on the Golden Core Masters Red Flower list. As for your bet with that guy, you won it all. As Xing Sanfang spoke, he handed Wang Xiaoqin's storage ring to Qin Fun. At this moment, Qin Fun was not even in the mood to check the old man's storage ring. After knowing that the spirit surge pill really had the effect of forming a spirit root, his heart could not remain calm. The crowd gasped in surprise. Wang Xiaoqin and the other 3 contestants looked at Qin Fun in shock. They were all here to participate in the Golden Core Masters Red Flower List assessment, and none of them had high hopes. They never expected that Qin Fun, whom they had overlooked at the start, would become the #1 on the Golden Core Masters Red Flower list. Junior brothers, do you have any objections to Qin Fun becoming the #1 on the Golden Core Masters Red Flower list? Xing Sanfang looked at the other 3 solemnly. The 3 of them had not completely recovered from their shock. Even if Xing Sanfang did not bring up this matter, the 3 of them were certain that Qin Fun was the #1 on the Golden Core Masters Red Flower list. A guy who could refine the Spirit Surge pill was not just #1 on the Golden Core Masters Red Flower list. Even if he were to take the Pill King's Red Flower list, he would still be #1. The value of the Spirit Surge pill could not be measured with money. This was a pill that could be listed as an immortal pill. And in the entire Northern Sand Continent, only the #1 pill store, the 4-way tower, had a Tier 1, Tier 8 pill immortal. However, as the representative of the 4-way tower, he knew very well that there was no pill immortal in the 4-way tower. That elder was only a Tier 9 pill king. As for the title of pill immortal, it was just a bluff from the 4-way tower to fool people. Chapter 1601. Feng Yushu had already stood up and said to Xing Sanfang and Qin Feng with a smile, "Senior brother Xing, since young hero Qin can refine the Spirit Surge pill, then the first place on the Golden Pill Master Red Flower list is definitely his." The Immortal Grass Gate judge also expressed his opinion. "I agree with young hero Qin's ascension to the first place on the Golden Pill Master Red Flower list." After saying that, the 3 looked at the 4-way tower judge. Because the current first place on the Golden Pill Master Red Flower list was from the 4-way tower, and she was a woman called Su Ru Air. Speaking of Su Ru Air, almost all the cultivators in the Northern Sand Continent had heard of her. This beautiful woman was not only a cultivation genius, but also a pill concoction genius. She was only in her 30s, but she had already reached the Sage King realm. Her pill concoction skills had reached the level of a level 7 or 6 Golden Pill Master. The 4-way tower judge had a bitter expression. The first place on the Red Flower list was very important, but the other 3 judges had unanimously approved it, so it was useless even if he disagreed. Moreover, Qin Feng had refined the Spirit Surge pill. Even if the higher-ups of the Red Flower Hall were to judge, The first place on the Golden Pill Master Red Flower list would definitely belong to Qin Feng. Haha, since the three of you have unanimously approved of young hero Qin, the four-way tower naturally has nothing to say, the four-way tower judge said insincerely. Xing Sanfang nodded, and his expression turned serious. He swept his gaze across the crowd and said, "Very well. I hereby announce that the first place of the Golden Pill Master Red Flower list will now be replaced by Qin Feng, the former disciple of the Square Tower, Su Ru'er. As for the other Golden Pill Masters, their positions on the Red Flower list will be moved down one place. The 100th place disciple will be removed from the Red Flower list." Xing Sanfang made the final decision. Wang Xiaochen and the other three contestants were still in a daze. The four of them looked at Qin Feng in disbelief. This kid really became the first place on the Golden Pill Master Red Flower list? Why did it feel like a dream? 3 junior brothers, go and report this matter to the elders of the Red Flower Hall. Xing Feng issued an order to the 3 people. Although the 4 judges unanimously approved of Qin Feng as the first place, some procedures still had to be followed. The 3 of them had already left the Alchemy Pavilion. They chatted amiably with Qin Feng as if they were old friends who had not seen each other for many years. As for Wang Xiaochun and the other 3, they were still dumbfounded. For a moment, they didn't know whether they should stay or leave. After chatting for a while, he saw that they were still standing there. He shouted coldly, "The 4 of you have failed the assessment. Why don't you leave quickly?" The 4 of them felt their hearts tighten as they hurriedly left the Alchemy Pavilion. Not long ago, Xing Sanfang had displayed the strength of the 7 transformations of Buddhist light. No one wanted to provoke this expert. However, Wang Xiaochen paused at the door and turned around to glare at Qin Feng. Not only had he been slapped in the face by Qin Feng today, but he had also lost his storage ring. Wang Xiaochen wasn't going to let this matter go. He firmly remembered Qin Feng's appearance and planned to settle the score with him later. Seeing that the people from the Alchemy Pavilion had left, the dispersing side suddenly became serious. "Young hero Qin, I don't know where you got the Spirit Surge Pills recipe, and I won't ask you for it again. However, I have to remind you that the appearance of the Spirit Surge Pill will definitely shake the entire Divine Continent. I believe you'll have a lot of troubles in the future." Qin Feng cupped his fist towards Xing San gratefully. "Thank you for your reminder, Senior Xing. I'll be more careful in the future." Xing Sanfang nodded, but the solemn expression on his face did not fade for a long time. After a moment of contemplation, he continued, "I can see that you're just a 6th-level Saint King, so no matter how careful you are, it's still very dangerous. I would suggest that you find a strong backer. 4-way tower is not bad, especially Senior Su. Not only is he a Tier 3, Tier 7 Pill King, but he has also attained the Buddha Light 9 Changes realm. Most importantly, he is a magnanimous and upright person. If you can become his disciple, you will be much safer." Qin Feng didn't expect Wanderer Fong to mention Elder Su. In fact, he had already become Elder Su's disciple during the Elixir Association's assessment. However, he didn't expect Elder Su to be at the 9 Buddha transformation realm. Didn't that mean he could break through to the spirit-detecting realm at any time? However, Qin Feng would not join the 4-way tower. Otherwise, he would have joined after the Elixir Association's assessment. Qin Feng still had to find many people from the outside world. He even wanted to go to the Eastfield continent to take a look. "Thank you for your kind intentions, Senior Wanderer. As an itinerant cultivator, I'm used to living a free and unfettered life. I don't really like joining a sect." Wanderer Fong's eyes lit up. He was excited as if he had found a confidant. Actually, the 4-way tower had also invited him to join, but he yearned for freedom just like Qin Feng. That was why he remained an itinerant cultivator. "Actually, there's another reason why I want you to join the 4-way tower. After all, you snatched Su Ru'er's first place on the Golden Core Master's Red Flower list. Su Ru'er is an extremely arrogant and competitive woman. She never admits defeat. If she finds out about this, she will definitely not let you off." Wanderer Fong laughed. Qin Feng didn't care about Su Ru'er. He had come to participate in the Golden Core Masters Red Flower list, mainly to obtain a slot to enter the Fallen God Sea. If Su really found him, he could just return the first place to her. Qin Feng didn't care about a mere title. Moreover, Qin Feng had used Xiao Feng's identity to participate in the assessment. Whether Su could find him was another matter. Xing Sen patiently gave Qin Feng a few more instructions, all of which were to tell him to hide his identity and not to let the matter of the Spirit Surge pill be exposed. As for the Red Flower Hall, Wanderer Feng expressed that he could ask the higher-ups to keep the secret. However, Wang Xiaoqin and the others who left made Wanderer Feng feel slightly regretful. He should have warned them. After talking about the Spirit Charge pill, Qin Feng couldn't wait to get back to the main topic. Senior Xing, since I obtained the first place, do I have the right to enter the Fallen God Sea? Wanderer Feng nodded and said, as long as you are in the top 100 of the Red Flower list, you have the right to enter the Fallen God Sea. However, I have to remind you that although most of the beasts in the Fallen God Sea have migrated to the Deep Sea region during this season, there are still some beasts left to guard the territory. Those beasts are of different levels. There are even level 6 beasts that have the strength of a Buddha Light Realm cultivator. Apart from that, many cultivators will start a massacre in order to fight for resources. You have to be careful. Qin Feng was touched. He hadn't known Wanderer Feng for long, but this person was very considerate of him. By the way, Senior Xing, aren't you going to the Fallen God Sea? Wanderer Feng smiled and said, the Fallen God Sea is the home ground of you youngsters. How can an old man like me go? Actually, there's no age or cultivation limit for exploring the Fallen God Sea, but there are some things that everyone has a tacit understanding about. As long as a cultivator has stepped into the Buddha Light Realm, most will consciously avoid the Fallen God Sea to search for treasures. However, some shameless cultivators can avoid going there to fight for resources. So, if you meet a senior with a high cultivation on the island, no matter what you find, you have to give it to them. Otherwise, your life will be in danger. Bookmark for easier reading. That you're tuning in to the Romance Rendezvous YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.